What is up, guys? What is that? What is... Can you guys see this? I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let me look at the live feed. Can I see the live feed? Please show me the live feed. Okay, you can't see it. All right. I just have like these big crosshairs in the middle of the stream. I'm like, I wonder if you guys can see that. What is up, folks? Welcome back. Thank you so much. Congratulations to myself. I was gonna say congratulations. Congratulations to everybody. Thank you so much. We have hit the big 10,000. Now, I will admit that that's mostly because YouTube finally noticed me. Senpai YouTube has finally noticed me and decided to put me on the algorithm, and it got picked up. My Princess Connect video sort of took off. I think it was like 66,000 views earlier today, and I think it's probably going to plateau there. It sort of finally kind of went, yeah, okay, we're good. Everybody's bored now. Everybody's moving on with their lives. But that was huge. That was super big. For those who don't know, yes, Princess Connect was shut down, or is being shut down by Crunchyroll Games. I was upset because I started playing the game, but I wasn't too upset because I've played their games before that shut down, so I didn't put any money into it. But I was still mad, especially since I started looking into it and noticing they were taking things down from the vault or the website and everything. Made a video, and yeah, like this, there's like a combination of people that really hate Crunchyroll and love videos that crap on Crunchyroll, and then you have this other side that is literally the massive amount of fans that are just tired or really mad about it. So algorithm said hi, and that kind of blew up the subs too, because I got like, I think like in this month is like 1,200 subs versus my typical like 300 to 400 subs. So that hit the 10,000, which I'm happy about, but sad at the same time, because I promised everybody a room tour the moment I hit 10,000, and like now is the most busiest time ever, because we have first impressions happening. I'm still doing reviews. Just record a podcast a day for reviews. And as you can tell behind me, things are changing. And where I'm at is changing. Like, I've literally moved a bunch of stuff. And that's why there's another detolf here, so you guys can see my sabers. This is my saber. My sabers figures. And so, like, culmination of how busy it is and how I'm moving a bunch of stuff is making it very difficult to do a room tour. Am I close to the wall? No. About the same spot. Just the camera's a little more moved in. I don't know. No, I'm not closer. No, it's just like the camera, I guess, makes it that way because the camera kind of went over here a little bit, so it's not like facing that direction like you guys usually see in the corner of the room. It's more faced this direction, so that might be the different perspective. Plus this stuff kind of shifted down a little bit, or this stuff shifted down a little bit. There's no more Serial Experiments Lane, so everything's different, and it's driving me crazy. Like I spent all last night trying to figure out where exactly I want to put it, because I'm not against being this close to the camera, but I do like visuals. And so I think I came up with, if you guys watched my video today, I think I came up with this close and then just a smaller visual up here, which I don't know if anybody liked that better. I don't know. I'm going to keep messing with it, and eventually I'll figure out what exactly I'm going to do. My whole point here is just to set things up in a way that, bam, I'm live streaming. And then once the live stream's over, turn it off, and then tomorrow I could be doing video recording. Currently, what I'm doing is going back and forth. So I would be doing videos for YouTube, recording in a different position, and then when live stream happens, I would have to pretty much bring a bunch of stuff out and set it up just to do live stream. It was a pain in the butt, so now this is hopefully a more permanent setup that I have here. I actually have an L-shaped setup, so it looks awesome, just in my opinion. Good. That's what I'm hoping to learn, and hopefully keep delivering. Anyways, I should go through the chat. Sweet Life, thanks so much for the congratulations. Thank you so much for your support. You guys made it happen. This is not my achievement. It's partly the algorithm, but it's you guys' achievement. Looking forward to the stream. Thank you, anime. I had it. Anime Kami. Indeed, and so far starting home hero. So far I started home hero. Undead started home hero. Season 2 of Smartphone. Oh my gosh. I tried to rewatch Smartphone. I couldn't do it. I watched the first episode. I'm like, I just can't. It's just not for me, unfortunately. Cheat Skill was good. I was surprised how much I enjoyed Cheat Skill. So we'll see where that one goes. There's an isekai where the princess wants to kill the hero to get him to come back to her world. I don't remember that one. Cake says massive congrats. Thank you, Cake. Thank you for the long time support, man. I appreciate it. Grass from Phillips. Thank Philip. Thank you so much. Said anime has a sniper, chain, and dance waifu. Oh, that was that World's Finest Assassin? I think. I don't know. I made it. So thank you, Sabanasu. Welcome to the stream. Congrats on 10K. Thank you. Big ups on the 10K. Thank you, Petro. Salute from Pridion. Thank you so much. Pridonia. I'm sorry. I said that wrong. I just my mouth just pushed it all together. I blame Japan for it. Genghis, what's up, man? Adrian, big congrats. Thank you, Adrian. And thanks, Adrian, as usual, for protecting me in the chat for Michiko Mondays, even though I started a firestorm. I started a firestorm with this Michiko Monday, and I'm just going to walk away from it. Walk away from it. Good thing Adrian's here. There's probably going to be angry people coming to this live stream just to try to spoil things, just to be mad at me. Kevin, what's up? Thank you so much for the congratulations. Short live due to weather equals stop it. I'm not going to say that word. Cumulonimbus. Cumulomulus. For those who don't know, I had a Michiko Monday where I had to say that word, and so my bloopers was me stumbling over that for like literally a minute straight. I'm glad my word stumbling can make people entertained. There's so another gang. I don't know if the other Genghis is here. It could be. He won't be modded. Hopefully, I don't know. They could be. Congratulations on 10 Cubs. Thank you, Akumaru. Oh, wait, my screen just shifted. Raiden, thanks for the 3. I appreciate it so much. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate it. Goodbye, Lane. Oh, Serial Experiments Lane. No, she's actually, she's literally right here. She's literally right here. I have her under my desk. That's bad. I didn't say that. Don't clip it or anything. I did not say that. That's not what you guys... That's not what I meant. She's... There's a bunch stored under here. It's not just lanes under my desk. I also have Samurai 7 under here. And, I don't know why I have all this stuff under here. Like I said, I'm moving stuff around, so everything's all havoc-y. And then I got an Arya. Arya the Scarlet Ammo. Like, back when the show was good. When it's Kugimiya, and it was fun. That's all that I have under there, though. I have a microphone on here, too. That's for recording the podcast. So, yeah. I figured your video and streams were, like, the same equipment. It is technically is. It's just positioning. It's all about positioning. The camera always stayed in the same spot. Because I don't like moving the camera, because then I have to reposition. I'm really finicky about making sure it's in the same frame every video. It's just recording videos for YouTube is video on camera, audio on my 12-year-old iMac that's dying that I'm getting away from. That's why the quality of the videos are getting better. Is I'm getting away from this old fart and moving to PC software. When I live streamed, I would have to wire everything to my PC over here and live stream that way and move some monitors over to here. So that was the shift. Was live streams made it to where I had to use a PC because I didn't want to stream on this thing. So that's, you guys just never notice because you never see me fixing up afterwards. So like whenever I have those live streams where I'm taking a bunch of stuff from my shelves and showing them to you guys, it's not just me having to put all that stuff back up, but I also had to like remove everything back. So it's the things I do for live streams, I guess. Plus, that makes it a lot more... I would admit that there's an aspect of... Let me get rid of this stupid... Crosshairs bugging the fire out of me. I wish I could unselect. Unselect. Is there ever a way to unselect with this stupid software? There, that's better. That works. It's distracting. What was I think? Oh, it's also partly a thing of getting a setup to where I'm comfortable with just firing it on and starting. Because there is an element of all this setup makes you sort of pause thinking of doing it. So I'll have a day where things are just kind of hectic and it gets up to the wire and I go, you know what? It's going to take too long to put things together. Cancel the stream. And I want to make sure to keep doing... I'm all about... I learned that with podcasting. I'm all about keeping to a pattern. People expect... Mushoku Mondays is, I think, what it is, partly because of everybody that watches it, but partly because they watch it because it's consistent. It's every Monday. The time might not always be the same, but it's consistent. It's always every Monday, there's a Mushoku Mondays. And I want to get that way with the live streams. Now, I might shift it from Wednesday, because Wednesdays suck. And especially this season, Wednesday is going to be packed. We got U149, we got Oshinoko, we got, Asian Manga Surprise tomorrow. What's the other ones? The Kami-sama one, and Konosuba. It's packed. So there's a lot of stuff that I might want to make videos, especially in Oshinoko, I'm going to cover. U149, maybe. So yeah, that's why I kind of want to get a setup that's kind of more consistent. So it's more easier to set up and go. Congrats, now explain why Naki Sekai to me. I don't know what I just watched, Peter. Because my brother showed up and we did a podcast recording, I was not able to watch it, so I'll watch it probably tomorrow. I wanted to watch today, though. Congrats on 10k sub. Thank you so much, Malding. The isekai about the princess and the hero being killed is a manga, and another isekai where the MC dies to go to another world, dies and lives in Japan only to be summoned to the same world. Isn't that the I got summoned to another world twice or something like that? Gotta live your life, right, Sony? This is my life. What are you talking about? This is my life. FBI open up. I just jump forward. I hate the scrolling in this sometimes. Be gone shortly since I'm working overnight. Oh, that sucks, man. Well, take care, man. Fun Civil War and the Discord lately. For those that don't know, it's a lot of fun because I like in my Mushoku Monday, I thought I was going to make a lot of people mad because I said one thing. And I was completely surprised to find that everybody got angry because of another thing. And it was like, wow, that's what made everybody mad. I think it's because the difference between one side is me saying, I don't prefer this, and people understand why. It's an opinion. It's obviously opinion. Whereas the other thing, I guess I stated more matter of fact, and that's what irritates people, is when you state stuff with a matter of fact aspect to it, they're going to contest it, obviously, which is fine. Just be nice, and don't spoil things in the comment just to get back at me. That hurts other people, too. Also, Nya. It's Nyan. Our bleep out is Nya. Under your desk, lol. Under your desk, lol. Got him. FBI open up, and also congratulations, 10k. Thank you, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Also, there's an isekai about Yandere's sister. Is that the sister two-hit combo thing? The not mom's two-hit combo? I am actually excited to watch that. So, I like that I'm using this mouse. I lost my mouse. Like, just before the stream, literally my mouse disappeared. So I have to use this clunky thing. This Logitech clunky piece of crap. I mean, it's like $10. Who's gonna complain? Pics and a mic, huh? Lol. I was gonna make an ASMR joke, but I'm gonna shut up. You guys are gonna get me in a really bad position for YouTube. I just got 10k. Don't get me banned already. ASMR stuff going on here. Y'all are wrong. It's your fault, obviously, that I'm being lewd. It's worse we didn't notice. Goodbye, I'm being reincarnated in the manga with MC has a deal of the princess who is crazy. Okay. What's up, Yahoo? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. 2 hours of setup only to forget why you wanted to record in the first place. I've had that. I've had that a lot. A certain man in Hawaiian shirts. Gonna make fun of my shirt again. Why does this scroll suck so much? Why does this scroll suck so much? Andrew, you don't know, like, you don't like the toilet, you don't like toilet jokes, then forget about watch Gintama. Really? Well, it's heavy parody, so it's like, it's not all potty humor, is it? I don't know. I do know that they do get raunchy. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Fruit of Evolution just didn't work. And I don't know if that'll affect Gintama too, but we'll see. I'm still gonna give it a shot. A certain man in a Hawaiian shirt once said, check out Hanasaki Roha Blossoms for tomorrow. Definitely worth the watch. What's up, Petro? He finally finished it. Petro finished Hanasaki Roha after many years. Everybody give him a pachi pachi. It only took him, what, 3 months? I guess that's not bad if I think about it. You got it done pretty quickly. Good morning, bro. What's up, man? Congratulations for the 10K subs. Thank you so much. Sadanshu, what's going? I hope you're doing well. I'm so tired. I'm so slurring over my words. I'm probably doing it worse than I'm actually subconsciously realizing. What's up, guys? What's up, Carbon? Am I odd like your content for 2 reasons? One is the beginner writer helps, and 2, I get to see anime I might not have seen. One as a, oh, because you're doing the manga. That's right. I'm sorry. I was like, writer? Oh, you're doing the that's right. You're doing the manga. Okay. I guess yes. I don't know. My brain immediately went to like written word, but yes, it's the same. It's just graphic novel. So yeah, I hope that's doing well for you. I know that you linked me the first opening chapters. But yeah, looking forward to seeing how that one turns out. I love that we finally have somebody in the Discord and the community that's actually into art. We've had some people in the past, but not many people. I'm sure there's a lot of people in our community that like doing art, but I think there is an element that some people are afraid of showing it off. Like they're just like, I don't show what I draw because I draw crappy. I've always wanted to draw, but I never commit myself. So I'm sure there's a lot of people in the community, but it's good to finally have an artist in the community. Andrew, you don't. Oh yeah, you already said that. I already read that one out. Like I said, I'm scrolling and it's jumping around. Use the real mouse. ASMR reviews have on the anime on the book for whispering your reviews. No. Congratulations for Salami. Thank you so much for the support. Check the, okay, Lost Mouse, check the hole in the wall. Genghis, always with the dad jokes. Always with the old man dad jokes. I appreciate it. We need balance with that. We need balance. No, I'm surprised with that video that I'm not seeing like arigato every 2 seconds with the subs. Maybe it's finally chilled out and I'm no longer going to get subs from that video. Watching my stream at the gym. I hope I don't demoralize you not to exercise. Watching this fat guy on stream, suddenly I've lost all desire to exercise. I guess I can go get my kettlebell and I can work out with you. There we go, workout stream on Otaku Spirit. Who knows here knows welcome to Japan, Miss Elf? Is that the Otaku Elf or is that a different one? To be fair, potty humor has limits. I guess that's what it is with Fruit of Evolution, is like, it was like constant, like it was BO, like he made like 5 BO jokes in the first episode, and I'm like, okay, I get it. You're stinky. I got it. I don't need an explanation that it's your special ability. Aside from golden showers and sadly not... I don't think that's necessarily the same potty humor that I'm thinking of. That's like in a whole different realm when you get into those showers. My channel's totally dying tonight. You guys are gonna get me into some bad places. good pace, it's taken me like 3 years to almost finish Princess Connect. Oh, the series, the anime series. That's kind of a shame, man. We got another season hopefully coming up here soon. I saw one clip of Princess Connect. It looked funny. Oh, Princess Connect is hilarious. Well, the first season of Princess Connect is hilarious. Very comedy driven. And again, like I say every time, it's directed by the Konosuba director. So it's got that same humor and the punchlines. So it feels very Konosuba-ish. Second season just kind of goes in the more serious route, getting into Kaoru and her story and Pekorin. And so it gets more serious, but the animation and everything is just super good. And the characters are so good that you get emotional. So it's definitely worth a watch. Do you have any plans of watching the Mario movie? No. I don't watch Western stuff anymore. Really, I don't. Barely ever. I think the last thing I really watched was like The Boys and some John Wick films. That's about it. I don't really do Western stuff much anymore. I just gave up on the Western media. It just got boring. And now, granted, it is Mario, which is Japan, but it's technically Western, so. Or did somebody in Japan write it? I thought it was a Western movie. Congrats on 10K, Andrew. Just finished my class, so now my 4-day weekend has started. Well, congrats, Tiago. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well, though. Shimonetta was God tier. I'll eventually watch it. And yeah, that technically gets into that kind of stuff. I don't think it was so much that. I think it was more adult, raunchy humor. It's not so much in the same realms as... Again, when I say potty humor, it's like... Or juvenile potty humor... It's like fart jokes. It's BO. It's stuff that you giggle at when you're a kid. You know, poo-poo, stuff like that. Really, really juvenile stuff. Smells and stuff like that. Great, now I have prison school flashbacks with the showers. And Medusa. Oh, man. Let's move to Clear Point. What if you can show... in fruit juice drink it? Let's move to a clear point. What if you can show in fruit juice drink it, but you then need to shower in normal water? Are you trying to make it into something that's PG? Mario, yes, Mario is technically Japanese IP, yeah. The Boys was pretty good. Yeah, I watched the first 2 seasons. I haven't watched the recent one. I think towards the later parts of the second season, it started losing me, so I never really went back. Yeah, I shifted to Asian content more, such as some Korean horror and a few Japanese horror anime movies. Although I did watch the director who made 2012 newest movie. Yeah, technically, like the other recent stuff I watched was like Train to Dubai and stuff. So it's like I find other areas of media to be a lot more entertaining and different. So I still giggle at that stuff, and that's fine. Even I'll giggle at it, even though I won't admit it. But I don't need a whole show on it, unfortunately. Wish Shimena had a season 2. I thought it was pretty conclusive, wasn't it? I guess not. I thought it was pretty conclusive. But no, like I said before, I plan on rewatching Shimonetta, and I think it's more... It was relevant when it came out, because I think when it first aired, a lot of people were kind of tying it to censorship in the West. And obviously, because even back when Shimonetta came out, we had anime coming out that was censored. But I think now it's more relevant than ever, because it sort of gives the indication... The thing that's more relevant now than was when it first came out was, for the Western audience, is the aspect of gatekeeping. Like this idea of a government or group that chooses what you're allowed to see. Not necessarily that it's censored, but that it's completely kept from you. And I think that's, again, more relevant now than ever. Conclusive doesn't matter. I wish Your Lie April had a season 2. No, I don't want more. I don't want no more Your line, April. Not enough manga content. Congratulations on 10K sub. You deserve every bit of it. Props and celebration for it. The work you do is great and doesn't go unnoticed. We all appreciate it and support. Now, well, I followed you until that last line. I won't say that everybody... I want to say that everybody appreciates it, but thank you so much, Tungsten. I appreciate the support. That means a lot to me, man. That is a huge part of it. Is not necessarily... Yeah, of course I want success. Of course I want to make money doing this. And yes, of course I want to start making money on it before I run out of money. I do have. And before I have to start selling all the stuff that I got before I started doing this. There's some of it that I'm fine with selling, but a lot of it that I don't want to sell. But no, it is... I just want to get to a comfortable point. And that's hopefully with this 10K subs and moving forward. Hopefully, all the people that subbed didn't sub to me because they want mobile game stuff, or I even said that in the video. I'm like, you know, sub if you want anime content. I don't cover mobile games. I'm just covering it because it's anime related and it's Crunchyroll. And don't sub if you just want somebody to yell about Crunchyroll every 2 minutes, because I don't do that. I want to make a channel based on, you know, discovery, reviews, impressions, news coverage, stuff like that. I don't want to have I don't want a channel that is what's the latest thing that's going to make people outraged about said company. I don't want to be that channel. There's plenty of them out there. You guys don't need another one. So people that do appreciate what I do. There's a potty humor for you. Genghis, laugh. Genghis. Genghis, laugh. Laugh, Genghis. I want to see some lols in the chat. That's what I want to be kind of recognized for, and that's hopefully the thing that people do appreciate, so. I just want to see Kosei and Tsubaki happy. That'd be good, right? Can't let a talking spirit be corrupted by fame. That's the thing. I've talked to a couple people about that before, is like getting to that point where it feels like with the chat right now. If I were to have, say, forbid, at least 1,000 people watching this live stream, the chat would probably move so fast that I couldn't reply to everybody. Like I've had some live streams where it's like it's moving so fast that it's almost feels like I'm not going to keep up. Like right now it's comfortable. And I do know that with more followers, more viewers does mean more revenue, but also means more difficulty in communicating to everybody. Comment section right now, I'm honestly extremely mad at myself about. You guys have no idea how much every day I'm furious with myself because I can't keep up with comments. Shoot, right now my feed for comments is literally nothing but Princess Connect replies. Because that one has like 1,000 comments, and it's like I can't keep up with it, and it makes me mad because somebody took time to watch my video, and then they wanted to say something to me. Now, granted, there's a lot of people that make comments that just want to say something. The comment section is somewhere where they say something. They don't expect somebody to reply. I've always wanted to be able to reply to everybody. And it was like... It was probably somewhere in the beginning of fall. I suddenly could no longer do it. I couldn't. I physically could not reply to everybody. And that makes me mad because there's some people that aren't just saying just to say something. They're saying something at me. They took the time to watch my video and they said something at me. And then I didn't give the time of day to acknowledge it. And that makes me mad. And that's just unfortunately something I have to come to grips with, that I can't see it all. That's why I have told a lot of people, if you ever need to talk to me, go on the Discord and DM me. I won't reply immediately, but I will at least see that it's coming at me and I can reply to it. If you guys ever want to contact me, that's the best way to do it. Go on Discord. I am mod of the Discord channel. Click on my name, send me a DM. I'll try to get back to it as soon as possible. I can't say that I'll get back to it immediately, but that's the best way for me to know that something directly is coming at me. So, but anyways, it sucks. I ain't no clout chaser. No, and like I said, I don't want to be. I don't want to be a 10 million sub channel. I want comfort. I'm the type of person where I don't find value in being rich. Now, yes, it means that I can buy more. Like, this is the great thing about being a YouTuber and doing anime. I can buy figures and write it off. I find value in it that I could buy stuff to show off to people, but I don't find value in having money for my own purposes, because I don't need a Lamborghini in my life. I don't need a Bugatti in my life. I don't need a mansion in my life. I just want comfort and entertainment and a figure every now and then of Roxy. Every now and then a figure of Roxy. I don't need... And to be honest, the other aspect of it is that with popularity and with subscribers and fame on the internet comes drama. And I don't know, and it brings in a lot of crowds that I don't necessarily want. Like, you get to a certain point where suddenly those that you've talked to for a long time, the people that support you from the very beginning, suddenly are bashing heads with other people. You're getting flamed. You're getting people on Twitter accusing you of stuff. It's just like, there's so much drama that comes with popularity that I don't necessarily want. I don't need to be on the top 10 AnyTuber chart alongside Trash Taste podcast. I don't know. Maybe I'll be a special guest on Trash Taste one day. I'd have to fly to Japan though. They only do in studio. So, and we talk about anything but anime. I don't know if I ever got guest starred on Trash Taste, I guarantee you I will grill the hell out of them the entire time about anime. I won't let them talk about anything but anime. It'll be the best Trash Taste podcast episode ever, because it will be nothing but Mushoku Tensei and anime. That's it. That's it. See, now you need a neon. I need a soundboard. That's what I need. I need like a soundboard where I hit it and it just plays out audios. I don't even think I have the neon on this computer. It's on that one and the current one that I'm editing on. So, oh, maybe I do have it on here. Hold on. Investigating. I think my computer's totally breaking. I can't click on anything. I think my computer's gonna crash. It is gonna crash. I think my computer's gonna crash. I'm just gonna leave everything. You guys can still see me, right? I'm just gonna leave everything be. I don't want to break anything. At most, my money is spent on gacha games was about 20 bucks. Yeah, good on you. Don't ever do any more than that. It's never worth it. They all close. It's not worth it. Unless you just have a disposable, like when I did gacha games like crazy, I had disposable income. I didn't really have any use for it, so I didn't feel bad about it. It only feels bad in retrospect because it's technically just vapor now. Just poof. Filled somebody's pockets and they left. Well, granted, most of that's in fake go and it's still going, so. I assume closure is the fate of all gacha games. It is. No matter what game. Eventually, it might take 10, 20 years down the road, but eventually it will. Phone, I missed that. Say it all again. I don't even know which part you missed. I mean, it just feels special if you do reply to them. That's true. I think I do want to start making a habit of filtering members. For sure, anybody that's a member of the channel, I want to make sure I reply to. I don't want that to mean that if you're not a member, I'm not going to reply to you. It's just I want to make sure that if somebody is a member, I at least prioritize what time I do have to those. Otherwise, I'll feel like even worse. I like you and Chibi because of y'all actually interact with your communities. I should have skipped that comment. No, I'm joking. Joking. I'll skip that one. But yeah, no, honestly, I don't know if I've said this on live stream. Chibi is actually what I molded not what I molded my video or my content on. Chibi was an example of somebody able to do YouTube without clips. There's plenty of successful YouTubers out there that just have constantly copyrighted clips on their channels. Chibi was like an example where I'm like, oh, so I can technically make this without having to keep people's entertainment with clips, because I don't want to do that, because I tried screenshots and I get flagged. So yeah, he sort of is a partial inspiration for pushing me forward. So I do give him that. I don't watch him as much as I used to, because there was a couple of videos that he sort of upset me about, but I still respect him like greatly for being able to do what he did without relying on a lot of things that a lot of other content creators do. I give him mad credits. The celebrity with 10K subs, it's not reasonable to expectations of yourself to be read, much less reply to everyone. Again, that's something I just have to come to grips with, but yeah, I appreciate I hate this mouse so much. I guess calming my nerves on that. Please, mouse. Okay. Technical difficulties today. We're celebrating mouse or computer. Yeah, it's a shame. I remember Markiplier talking about how he was sad his popularity made him lose that personal and individual connection with his fans. Yeah. And see, I don't really know how else to fix it besides, like, over time, I guess, acknowledging who was there from the beginning and making sure to prioritize those that have supported you the longest. But even then, it's like, it's not as if somebody that has just subbed to me today deserves less of my attention than somebody else. But again, like Markiplier, like many other acknowledged, eventually you just can't. And that's why I was saying earlier that I almost feel like I almost want to be able to put a cap. Like, if there was a possible way that you can literally put an IRL cap on how well you're known, and then like I said, just get to that point where I'm just self-sustaining. Like, I no longer have to worry about paying the bills. I'm no longer cutting into my nest egg, which will eventually deplete. If I can just at least get to that point where I'm balanced. Things are paid. I can fire on whenever I want, talk to people, and then just cap it. No higher than that. I don't need any more money after this. But you can't, unfortunately. Unless you, like, delist your YouTube from the public, which I doubt is possible. And Markiplier is great, though. I've watched a lot of Markiplier stuff. He's a great entertainer. Like, I only learned about him when I went to visit our other brother over in California. And he was like my brother watched him a lot. And I started watching a couple of his videos. He's super entertaining. Because I think he actually used to be in showbiz, or he's trying to get into showbiz, or he's doing movies or something like that. Dude knows how to entertain people. Like, seriously. If I was rich, I would want a 1/1 statue put outside of someone like Kaido. Which Kaido? Congrats. Thanks, Enix. Hope you're doing well. I get what you're saying about being rich. I'm actually the same way. I make enough money to where I'm really comfortable, and that's okay. Don't really need to make a house and stuff. Yeah, and that was the thing. Like, I've told a lot of people this. I don't know if you were around then. A little bit over 2 years ago, before I did YouTube full time, I was sorry to everybody that's heard this story before. I was a procurement manager, or I was in procurement, and it was great. I loved it. Loved my coworkers. It was like just breaking into probably medium-sized business, and so it was still retained its family and friendly atmosphere. And then it got bought by a big corporation, and then suddenly everybody started stabbing each other in the back in order to get into the corporate ladder. Like, everybody was fine when it was its own thing. Everybody was friends. Everybody was good. There was no real way to get up any higher, so everybody was just kind of, they liked their positions. The moment they got bought by a corporation, everybody was starting to stab each other in the back in order to get up in that corporate ladder. And the moment that happened, it became absolutely miserable. I was making a lot of money. This is that disposable income that I was making from that job. I was only able to do the podcast. That was all the Taku Spirit was with the podcast. That was all the time I had to do. So it was like, I was comfortable. All my disposable income just went to figures and that was pretty much it in Gacha games, and I was building a nest egg. And I got to the point where I'm like, I just don't care about this money. I want to be happy. And I was absolutely miserable with that job once everything changed. And I decided at that point, I had a nest egg, quit it, do what I want to do, and that's how the YouTube channel started. So there's an origin story for everybody that's just joining the Otaku Spirit YouTube. Is I used to be procurement. I was making decent money. It wasn't like, I wasn't 3 figures or anything, or 6 figures or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, like not even halfway to the 6 figures area. It's just the area I live in, it's good money. But I chose to try to do art, which is always art's always mixed. Like Sony knows that more than anybody. Art, you sometimes do it and you don't get any benefit from it. You just hope that you can get enough that you can keep doing it. And Sony, as soon as your manga takes off and you make a fortune, I want to be I want to cut. No, I'm joking. I want you to spread the love this direction just enough to keep me going, right? Why does this mouse keep right clicking, or is it just, it's probably just, oh, I bet you I think I figured it out. I know what's going on. I figured it out. Okay. So, like I was saying earlier, before the stream, I was trying to figure out where my mouse was. That's why I have the crappy one. I put the fob back in the dock for that other mouse, and I heard it hardware pick it up. But then slowly over time, I could hear like an error noise, like somewhere's being clicked that shouldn't be clicked, which sort of made me think at the time that it's possibly under something and it's clicking. And because it keeps doing a right click, I hope the dog's, I'll be right back. I think the dog might be chewing on it outside. Okay. I found it. Oh, I got like, that was like one of those moments where you're like, and then the moment that he figured it out. No, it was sandwiched between, now where's that fob? Oh, there it is. It kept popping up with a right click, and so I'm like, oh, I bet that mouse is somewhere, either like in a cushion, and the right click keeps hitting, or a dog's outside with it chewing on it. Mystery solved. It was between a cushion. I was just like terrified that the dog was tearing up because it's not the cheapest mouse ever. Anyways, that was a fun side tangent. I wish that this was like, I don't know, a device where you can like send a signal to it to beep or something. I would love to get a statue of an anime god, like Roxy. I would too. How you doing yesterday? Must have been a very crazy day considering how long it took you to respond on Twitter. Don't worry. Lon, I've never had somebody yell at me like that. Like, oh, cool. I'm like on Twitter. I'm like, oh, cool. Reply. And then like, it took a long time. Like, I'm sorry. Well, again, this is why it took me so long. I've been moving stuff around like for the last 3 days. So, no, Lon is like my favorite. Oh my gosh, Shoke fan right there. I need another season of that show so bad. Become a VTuber to be their guest. I heard that they were actually there. I don't know how exactly that worked, but somebody was saying that she was actually there or something. I don't know. Trash Taste does tours if they come to USA and interviews guests while they are there. I'm not gonna. It's just like I said, it's just a random thought. Like if they just suddenly contact me, I doubt it though. A lot of Trash Taste no longer watch anime, right? Unfortunately. How do you feel about anime in the season so far? I know you put your review up the Mega Man show. I'm going to go watch it after this. So far I have watched Hell's Paradise, Kimetsu no Yaiba. No, not Kimetsu no, that's next week. Hell's Paradise, Heavenly Delusion. I've started the beginning of My First Friend is Weird or whatever. Mega Man show, and that's pretty much it. So I haven't watched too much. I really love My Home Hero. Heavenly Delusion's amazing. Hell's Paradise is okay. Mega Man show is solid. That's really my thoughts so far. Like Home Hero, I wish was better. But for most of the shows, I'm giving 2 episodes before I watch and do an impression. So today I wanted to watch U-149, but unfortunately nobody licensed it, and so we had to wait for somebody to actually translate it, unfortunately. You have to go on there and grill them on Domestic Girlfriend. Why them slap so hard? Oh, man. Last Trash Taste episode was crazy with them talking about how Luffy is a terrorist. I wouldn't doubt it. How many waifus do you need to read your comments and emails? It depends. I mean, some waifus are slower than others. 5. I'll say 5. Just a random number. I'll say 5. Trash Taste also talks about anime when they have a guest on. That's probably the only people that push them to actually talk about it. Or if the guest is actually anime related. There goes Andrew. Have you ever seen Densetsu Idol Eriko? I don't think so. Doesn't... I thought that would fix my problem. My computer literally is going to die. I thought the problem was the mouse. And it's not. Oh, man. I'm not going to mess with anything. I don't think so, though. Got a bootleg Roxy figure for 20 recently. Really nice quality bootleg. I don't think I have any bootlegs. I think I got one. But I quickly sent it back. It was an Android, and it was a knockoff. I just know a toxic side of Twitter. Anyways, I'm in Japan's side of anti-Twitter. It's probably best. The saying goes, all good things must come to an end. I like Chibi enough, but Andrew is top tier. Thanks so much, Cheto. I appreciate it. Thanks for continued support, man. I appreciate you being a member. Oh, gosh. The scroll just screwed up again. There it is. There it is. There it is. Loving Mashuko Mondays. Hey, Goat. How's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for supporting Mashuko Mondays. Got to see you're doing well. I'm making it, Prody. I'm making it. That's partly why I need to... this was supposed to be like a short stream, is because so I can get things finished and get some rest. But, it's working. It's one of those things where I do... With my last job, I was a fan of challenge. I love challenge. I love filling up my schedule and just pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm not a lazy person. I really do like pushing myself. And so, like, with my last job, I even had this point of time before I was doing the procurement side of things. I was just basically filling my schedule, like, with anything. If I can find something I can do, if I couldn't find something to do, I'd make something to do. And I'm sort of the same way with content creating, is I'm constantly trying to figure out something I can do. I don't like a day where a video is not up because I want to constantly be doing something. Not that I make things purposely just to have something posted, because you guys have no idea how many videos I make and I don't even post them. I just delete them because I'm not satisfied with it. I try to always make something that has content in it and a reason for it existing. And that's probably why even with being full-time anime, I don't watch everything. I try to. I at least try to watch everything, but I don't finish everything. It's because I just don't have time. Don't have time even with being full-time anime. Hey, Aaron, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. The sweet spot, yes. Hey, Duhalt, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Congrats on the 10K. Thank you so much, Duhalt. Thanks for your support. Paid plus savings with all the anime you can imagine. The ultimate anime buffet, right? There's plenty of ways to make sure YouTube stops paying you too much. That's true. That's true. No, I'm the type that if I ever get to a point, like right now, if now granted I didn't get like much from which is surprising, I know. I didn't get much from the Princess Connect video. Like barely any bump, and that's mainly because it's technically the beginning of the year. The ad revenues aren't great. But even if I were to get like a massive spike in revenue and it went over what I need monthly, I just bank it. Just put it in the savings in case, yeah, I do something and suddenly my channel goes down. There's always a chance that something is going to either get demonetized or, I mean, I cover some pretty risque anime. There's going to come a time where suddenly even if I dance around my words, they're going to think that I'm bad. Or again, which goes with the whole idea of fame on YouTube, is more likely to have somebody report you falsely. There's always a chance that something is going to hit, and I always keep something aside. Plus, granted, doing YouTube, I have to pay my own medical bills, so you gotta make sure that you cover everything, all your bases. I'm not against having money there, and it would be a thing of putting it off the side and keeping it for a rainy day or a problem. Plus, like this thing right here, not cheap. Somebody bought this for me because they felt they want to support me in doing this full time. But this could break and then I'll have to buy a new one, and it's not cheap. Surprising. I don't say that job I work for just got bought. All I'll say is that in a lot of cases, a buyout usually typically is it begins with a nothing changes. Don't worry, nothing's changing. After a year, you'll see change. Every company that buys a company assesses what they're doing, assesses how things work, and then things change. It always happens. Whether it happens in a bad way or a good way depends on you and your coworkers. That's what it comes down to. I don't know much about streaming, but what you do. But what do you need to achieve that comfortably more subs? Comments like, I am sure donations would help, but what do you need to achieve? That's just curious. What am I seeking to achieve? Like I said before, just enough revenue from. I would rather. Here's my. This is what Andrew wants. I want to get to a point where everybody can have my content without feeling the necessity to pay. Now, granted, I don't paywall anything. I don't want to paywall anything. I did want to make membership-only content, but a lot of people said, don't worry about it. I'm supporting you because I want to support you. I don't want to paywall anything because I don't like that. I've never liked that. Even with the podcast, we were talking about possibly making podcasts for patron-only supporters. I don't like paywalling things. I want to get to a point where I'm making just a little over my monthly rent and bills. Just enough in, preferably, YouTube revenue. That way, I don't have to feel like anybody has to donate. I don't ever want to have to, I don't want to, like right now, I don't want anybody to feel like they have to pay me anything, even though somebody just membershiped. Stop it. You're messing up the mood. Annex Hoffman, thank you so much for becoming a member of the Otaku Spirit Club. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. It means so much to me. You're amazing. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Thanks for derailing my very serious conversation here. I would hope to get to a point where just from out of you, now the dogs interrupt my conversation. I'm never gonna get through this. I would hope to get to a point where I'm getting enough from YouTube itself that just a little over what I need to pay the bills. And that's really all I necessarily need, because beyond that, it's just extra. It's I need to go check on the dogs. They're not stopping. Give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. So as I was saying, just enough to Genghis, dang it. Genghis, thank you so much for continuing to be a member. Thank you so much for your support. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Just enough that, again, bills are covered. And then like I said, I almost want to stay at that point, because anything more than that ends up just becoming too much. And I can still, with it just getting that point, I can still engage with people and it not be so flooded. And I don't think that's possible, unfortunately, with how revenue goes. Sony, now I feel like I'm doing this and people are becoming members just because am I sounding pitiful? I don't mean to sound pitiful. Thank you so much, Sony. Thank you so much for the support. I appreciate it. If you want to link, Sony, if you want to link your thing, you can link your thing, your manga. Anyways, that's where I'm shooting for. That's my goals, is just to be, stop it, Annex, stop it. Thank you, Annex, for the $2. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support. Just enough to be comfortable, and then just kind of coach it there. Anything extra, like I said, it would just be to buy content. That would be really probably what I'd be focused on, is to produce content, more content. So, yeah. Yeah, Philip. Thanks, Philip, so much for the membership. Welcome back. I appreciate it so much, man. Thank you so much for the support. You guys are crazy. Thank you so much. That means a lot. You guys are gonna make me cry. Stop it. Stop. Noah, thank you so much for becoming a member of the Otaku Spirit Club. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Again, you're gonna make me cry. I'm a very emotional person. I just don't show it often. I just lost my spot in the chat. I've lost my spot. Been working retail for 3 years. My pay increases a lot due to inflation. Yeah, that's the sucky thing, is like, even when I was doing my job, it's like whatever they did give me an increase, it was like it's not really going well to the overall economy, which is kind of sucky. So, and that's really where it kind of hits me the most in even wanting to expect anything from viewers, is I know that a lot of people are struggling, and it's a very tough time right now. Liam, welcome to the club. Beto, thank you for becoming a club member. Thank you guys so much. You guys are thank you so much. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys so much for the support. You guys are killing me. Stop it. But no. Viston, thank you so much for the super chat. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm losing my spot. You guys are derailing me. Hey, Patches, what's going on, man? Welcome to the stream. I know it's like super late in replying to you. Excuse me. I'm a disabled veteran, so I get it. When I was in the army and deployed, I was making bank, but getting shot and blown up was enough for me, and I left when my term was up. I was about to say, depending on where you're at. Thank you for your service, no matter where you're at. I think no matter what nation you're in, your service is for the people that you love. Thank you so much for your service for that. Terrible to hear that you got injured, but I'm glad you're alive and a part of our community. That hits hard, man. I hope you're doing well. Do your former coworkers watch your content? A little bit before I left, when I changed positions, my boss at the time did know that I did content. He wasn't into anime, so he didn't really watch any of it, but he talked to me about it every now and then. So no, nobody, I don't think, well, I mean, they could prove me wrong. I don't think anybody, I had one person that I work with that was into anime, and they knew that I did content, and I actually gave them one of my, my review copies, because I got 2 review copies, or I bought something and then I got a review copy for it, so I ended up giving them a copy of that. I don't know if they watch me, but I wouldn't put it past it. So I do have people and like distant relatives and stuff that do. I actually had the funny story. My brother, the one that does a podcast with me, Chris, my brother got is still in contact with somebody that he knew when he was very young, and I guess they still communicate now and then. And apparently, his children listen to our podcast and says that we're cooler than he is. So it's like one of those oof. That's ouch. We overplayed Dad on the cool card, but I mean that's normal. You never find your parents to be cool, right? I found my dad very, very cool, but I had a weird, very different upbringing than most people do. So, Ellie, I did follow your passion, and after that SEO for YouTube, I'm trying, trying. Thank you so much, Petro. I'm legit just happy you remembered I am making one. Well, no, it's something that I've been kind of, I wish I spent more time looking at it, but I have been checking it out now and then. So, plus because you were able to, like I said, send me a DM and I will look at it. You sent me a DM with it, I was able to look at it. If you put it anywhere else, I'm not gonna see it. I try to. Another mouse. This is the one I was looking for earlier, and I finally found it. So it was just crammed somewhere and hitting right click every 2 seconds. Now it's just under the desk along with Lane. I'm so behind on the chat, but I want to make sure to talk to everybody that's commenting. I'm the same way with comments. I want to read everything. Everyone say random things so he's confused when he gets back. I'm reading it in order, so that doesn't work. Sister took one of the dogs with her and moved out. It was a nice dog. Now we got just one idiot dog left. All dogs are idiots, but they're all our loved ones. We just lost one of ours. We had for, I think, 18 years? He was an old sucker. He went through, like, literally... There's, like, 5 major dog killers, and he went through all but one of them. He had distemper, Parvo. I'm forgetting the other two. I used to be able to rattle them off whenever I thought about it. And you're doing some damage control. Earth Forward Season 3 is going to cover 6 and 9. Oh, Konosuba Season 3. I don't know. I need to watch the movie, apparently. Everybody's yelling at me about not watching the movie. Another reason to not have wireless mice. Right? I used to be nothing but wired mice. And then, like, here recently, I just stopped. Let's get wild. Oh, he's back. Seriously, when did the button break? I had no idea. Such a... Never mind. Welcome back, Andrew. Tell Chris to stop messing with... Oh! I meant to talk about this when I first got on here. I have very good news. So I was recording a podcast today with Chris. We're doing our winter reviews. And Chris admitted that he has finally watched Onimai. It's finally happened. He watched Onimai. We were able to review Onimai together, and I am so happy. Now, he didn't start off his thoughts of the show with a, I love this show, like he typically does, but I got him to say it at some point. But I'm super happy about that. I actually got Chris to stop watching Chill in My 30s and finish Onimai. You all were successful. Everybody that was in Discord that was hounding on him all the time, you guys made it happen. Good job. Can we see your dog? She is currently hiding because there is a storm, like I put in the title. She is currently hiding because there is a storm. So it's kind of chilling out, so she might come join me. So, but no, that would have been a different dog. There is a Great Dane in the house, and she is a puppy. And puppies like to chew on everything. I've lost a pair of sandals. We've lost a remote. We've lost a pair of shoes. I almost lost my slippers. So she's a puppy. That's what puppies do, and it's a very big puppy. A puppy able to reach high content. So I immediately thought that she had this, but no, it was in here, sandwiched against something. A Skip to Loafers. I need to watch Skip to Loafers. I've heard nothing but good things about the first episode, at least the OP. So I do want to watch it. Viston, good afternoon. It's evening for me, but good afternoon to you. I hope you're doing well. Check out one with the big girl. I'm not even gonna reply to that, Peter. I know where you're going with that. I've been watching Rave Master, but going to start Mega Man later. I need to watch Rave Master. I've been needing to. Skip to Loafer is good too. Yeah. There goes the scroll again. Dang it. There it goes again. I'm losing my spot. Gosh, dang it. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. There, I found it. Good, I got it. I'm so upset with these in Zero licensing hell. That's Disney, right? I was surprised to see that Heavenly Delusion is actually on Hulu. It's just the Japanese title. So anybody was wondering about that, that's apparently where it's at. Mobs down. Oh no! See now it screwed everything up. I am just bad today. The gods are telling me you should not be streaming today. No. The streaming gods are telling me something. I know it. There, stay. Explosions. That's all those explosions for. I am always doing damage control. Like I said, with the pupper, the new puppy pupper, there's damage control constantly. Just with that button break. Tell Chris to stop messing with you. No. There's some bootlegs of Pyra. Let me just move this over. This'll work. There we go. Bam. There we go. It's just one of those streams. It's just going to be one of those streams. Let me get rid of this so I don't have glare on my glasses. Since you talked about Shoujo, have you read the novels? No. I actually planned on picking them up and setting them as a possible later series to cover. Because it is one that I'm super interested in. Like, Executioner Way of Life, for those who don't know, is one of those kinds of worlds that I just want to dig into. Like, everything about it says it's going to be a world that I want to dig into. And I love the characters. I love all the characters, so. Even Pandora. I think the problem is with the chair and keyboard. Between the chair and keyboard. What was the acronym for that? Error between keyboard and mouse. I used to have it down pat. I forget what it was. It was a joke IT term that we always used. Actually, Andrea, if you know the answer to this, I'd make one for you. Do you know how much it'll cost to get a statue of my character made? Who was it? We had somebody that was in the voice chat the other day that was talking about how they had a custom Ghislaine made. The process essentially is to get somebody to make a 3D render. And then once they make a 3D render, then you can either 3D print it or have a professional 3D printer done. And then you have to get somebody to paint it. And I think of all those, the render and the painting part is the most expensive. I don't remember. Hit me up later, and I will check to see if I can figure out who that was that got that done, because then they can get me in contact with who actually made the renders. And then once you have the renders made, there's tons of people out there that would print it out for you. And then finding somebody to print it or paint it, that was where he got stuck. He's got it printed. It's a really good looking Ghislaine. Tail's too big, but he's trying to figure out somebody to paint it. And that's, I think, another problem part is finding somebody that's really good at like airbrushing and painting with brush, because I mad respect for all these companies for what they do, because some of this stuff I could never see myself pulling off. I like My Love Story and Yamada 999 and Skip to Loafer. Cheat skills good so far. Oh, My Love... Okay, I forgot that there's one translation that is My Love Story with Yamada. Because there's another translation that is Loving Yamada at 999. And so it throws me off whenever I see My Love Story, because I think of Monogatari. Something Monogatari. Ore Monogatari. That's what it is. I thought Onimai was a pretty wholesome show, but about what if a girl transitioned before she realized she was trans... That's a good way to look at it. Yeah, I can see many people connecting with it that way. Interesting way of looking at it. Because, I mean, it's dealing with the same concepts. Just depends on how you look at it. Every story is kind of that way, though. Hey, everyone. What's going on, Agenda? Did you find Futuka no Guild? Did you finish Futuka no... Hell yeah! That was literally my top... That was my number 5 of fall. Immoral Guild is amazing. Everybody should watch it. Please. I really am looking forward to Sentai Filmworks hopefully releasing the uncensored version. Sentai Filmworks, please. Well, Andrew, your pre-con video has almost... it's almost 100,000? Nah, it was like 66 earlier. You fib, you get in trouble. If you fib, you get in trouble. That's how it works here. It's only 67. That's only 67. That is a lot, though, in my opinion. Have you thought about giving another gacha a try? Sounds like Art Nights isn't working for you. Maybe Blue Archive and Fake Gogan. I have never uninstalled Fake Go. I've always kept Fake Go on. I try to log in daily. I fail miserably. I probably log in once a week. Arc Nights, I wanted to love. The music is absolutely amazing. I wanted to get into the story beyond the anime, which it will still work out because I'll just watch the anime when it comes out. But I wasn't as put off by the tower defense as I thought I would, but I don't have the time. It literally is it's literally the most console game experience, which is a good thing for a lot of people. I'm for something that I can turn on, hit a couple pages, hit an auto fight or start a battle, and then look back to what I'm working on. I'm editing a video. I tap to do a fight. I keep editing my video. I can't sit there for hours on end looking at a screen and figuring out strategies. I did also do Blue Archive. Blue Archive's much more like Princess Connect. So if you're looking for a replacement of Prince Connect, Blue Archive's pretty solid. It's got the same kind of... There's a lot of mechanics that are exactly the same. Equipment, leveling, auto, skips. They actually don't have skip tickets. You just skip. Hard modes to get tokens. Everything feels exactly like Princess Connect. And it doesn't take much time. And plus, the main navigator is voiced by the voice of Roxy. And you can tell her how to say your name, and it will download a data bank to try to pronounce it. So she was calling me Android Sensei for a while, and then I finally figured by just putting Ryu at the end of it. So now she says Andrew. So it's super cute. No, it says Ando Ryu, because she can't not say O at the end of D. So it's Andrew, yeah, something like that. So it's super cute. So it's like me having Roxy say my name, which is I'm all for. So I lost my spot again. This is you're all great. Me being unable to keep up with the chat is crazy. So dog reveal at 10k subs. You guys, I've shown. Oh, you mean the other dog? I've shown Yuki plenty of times on the stream. She's very shy. She's usually laying down or something. Again, Annex, thanks for the membership. Marry someone rich, problem solved, right? I just need a sugar mama. That's all I need. I need to get a sugar mama that will support me sitting in front of a camera all day. He did the mad smile. He's mad. Just dropped by to say stop the selfie slander. I'm sorry, Noah. I'm gonna stop. Again, a lot of people understand my opinions. I think it was just my absolutes that I said about the whole fixing. I'll stop though. Bark. Again, thanks to Genghis for the membership. Again, thanks Sony for the membership. Couldn't resist dumping you next month. Couldn't resist membership dumping me next month. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate it, man. Annex, thanks again for the 2. Hey, congrats. Thanks, Cake. LeMay. Feel the love. Feel it. The way you said Sony. What did am I saying it wrong? Is it not Sony? Should I say Nakamura? Is that better? Should I just say Nakamura going forward? Oh, Sabanasu gifted a sub. I didn't realize that. Thank you so much, Sabanasu. The way that popped up on my feed just said who got it. Thanks so much, man. I appreciate it. And Philip was the one that got it. There you go. Thank you again, Noah. I found a YouTube glitch that I have comments from Vanos vid under your stream somehow. What? What of us? Support things people like I like. As a creator myself, I get it. I appreciate it, man. Let the tears flow. The dam is broken. I will say, I get emotional. It's very difficult for me to cry. I'm my father's son. My dad, you never seen him cry, but you knew he was emotional. And every now and then you would get him. And when you got him, when he's seen something or something happen, like a family or something like that, lost a family member, he would just break. And it was just, it hurt. It hurt. And I'm the same way. So, yeah. Annex gave a sub to Liam. Thanks so much, Annex. Again, I'm reading the other feed and it doesn't tell me everything, so I apologize. Again, thanks Viston for the 13. I actually thought the Crunchyroll video was an April Fool's joke until I watched it. I thought about that because I actually recorded the video late night, the night before April 1st. And when I went to post it, I'm like, I'm just gonna post it anyways because I'm not lying. But somebody might think that like the video is an April Fool's joke saying that Crunchyroll Games is closing. So that might be partially why it did well in the algorithm, is because people might have clicked on it thinking that it was Crunchyroll is finished. Who knows? I'd have to do a survey to find out why everybody clicked it. Yeah, everybody's a member. That is true. That is true. Thanks again, Aaron. My card block had to renew. Congrats on the 10k. Just came by to say hi. All right, I hope you're still here, Only. Hope you're doing well. Hell's Paradise, Konosuba, Prequel, Mega Man, animes. The other one you mentioned earlier isn't the stream you started watching that has no video yet, aside from Mega Man Channel. Those 3 I watched. Nobody else mentioned it then? I think I'm reading that wrong. See, Andrew, you only play you outplaying the parents. Okay. I'm going to do the manga. I just need the story, how to write manga style, learn Japanese, and learn how to draw. Oh, you're going to do one. You just need to do all those. Okay. I'm the same way. So Nakamura has me beat. I wasn't expecting a random comment to be debuffed. Podcast is the near future, yes. Yay, Onimai. Always Onimai. Oh my gosh, Konosuba movie, super hilarious. Funny, it's a cute moment. Good for Chris on Onimai. Yeah, I'm so happy that he finally watched it, because I really wasn't looking forward to covering it and everything without him. Onimai and 80K Gold was good shows this year. Yeah, 80K Gold was really good. I absolutely love Mitsuha. Mitsuha is a great main character. All hail Queen Mando. 80K Gold. Just totally is. Puppy Great Dane. Hope you have a good patience, man. Yeah, she's full of energy. Absolutely full of energy. Big girl, Boku no Kokoro no Yabai Yatsu. Best big girl. Honestly, thank you for using your platform to boost saving 80,000 gold. That show was good for what it was. Yes, it was. Very surprisingly good. I admitted that it wasn't perfect, but what it was doing was perfect. Heavenly Illusion, I want to check it out. Illusion or Delusion? Did I say Illusion earlier? It's Delusion, if I said Illusion earlier. But it's on Hulu, apparently, or you can just get it elsewhere. Does anyone know combatants will be dispatched? Light novel is because the anime is trash. There was parts of it I liked, but it did not work out. Congrats on 10K. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. I just skipped Nick. Thanks, Nick. So I really liked 80K Gold and hoping to unravel in real life, but given Fruit of Evolution, that author feels like he has high school trauma to work out in spades. So you liked 80K Gold, and now you're watching the cheat skill Another World has made me unrivaled in the real life. Okay, I got you. But given Fruit of Evolution author feels like the high school trauma is to work out in spades. Yeah, and see, I didn't watch all of Fruit of Evolution. I watched like maybe 4 or 5 episodes before I gave up. And I don't really feel like it was pushing too hard on the whole drama bullying stuff with Fruit of Evolution unless it brings it up again later. But yeah, this one feels like it's trying to be a lot more heavy with that stuff. And I've heard people say that it's still a comedy, so I don't know if it's going to even touch it too much. I mean, he ran out of the room, went to the mirror to realize that he was changed. I'm not putting too much expectations on the logic in this show. But it tried to start very, very heavy, which is kind of surprising. There are maker places all over US that do 3D printing for you. Yeah, it's become huge. And like I said, it's just getting somebody to render it. Have you ever gotten into visual novels? Yeah, I started playing Clannad. I got through like 2 routes, and then I got sidetracked. I typically, with visual novels, they're so long, I get started on them, and then I get sidetracked. The only one I've ever finished was Planetarian. I've tried Grisaya, Clannad, Aturi. I think that's it. Sadly, Blue Archive is in the West is censored. That's what I was going to get into earlier. The only thing I'm like hesitant with Blue Archive is it's still pretty risque, but my concern is that it's Nexon or whatever. It's not Yostar or whatever company owns it. And so it might just turn into another Princess Connect. Whenever it's not solely owned in the West or distributed globally by the actual company, it's more likely it's going to get shut down. I like the more idea of having it be global. So I am Android Sensei. I bet you tried quite a while to get Roxy say Andrew properly. I did until I gave up on the idea that she's always going to say Ando. It's always going to be Ando. It was just trying to get the Rue part, which apparently REW makes her say Royd. I don't get that. But RYU or Ryu was easier to do so. I like both Sylphie and Roxy. I love all the girls. All the girls deserve love. I'm just gonna end it with that until next Mashiko Monday, and I make everybody angry again. Unfortunately, I pre-recorded next Mashiko Monday before I posted this Mashiko Monday, so any way for backtracking the hate is not gonna happen. I can edit some of it out, but I'm not gonna do that. Just go with it. You guys get my unfiltered opinions. I know you're too busy for games, but what do you think about Diablo 4? It looks good. I'm actually more excited right now. I want to play the Resident Evil 4 remake. I have a very personal connection with Resident Evil 4 because I played that a lot with my father before he passed, and so just seeing people play Resident Evil 4 remake, I'm like, I want to play that. I just want to play it so bad. But I'm just gonna wait for it to go on sale because I don't really need to be throwing money at something I probably won't play a lot, or heavily. You're right. I love the world of Executioner. I love your videos. I have to make volumes of. I have all the volumes of the novel. If you want, I can pass them to you on Twitter. Just the manga, and news about the sequel. Just like the manga news about the sequel. I'm eagerly hoping we get a second season. If we don't get a second season, I'm gonna be crushed. Astro Nerd Boy, thanks so much for the 5, man. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for the support. Congrats on the 10K subs. Always glad to see someone with an anime and manga channel have some success. Sucks about pre-connect, but then Crunchyroll. Is that it for the I'm seriously, yeah, that was it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, thanks so much for the support. It's your guys' support that makes this happen, so it's definitely nothing on just my end. I appreciate it. I'm glad you like the content, but yeah, Princess Connect, rip, just rip. But yeah, and again, based on my experience with Magi Record and Danmachi, I was fully expecting it to be shut down, which is surprising because it's doing so much better than so many other games. So it doesn't really make sense that it didn't. It got shut down, so it wasn't making enough, plain and simple. No, what was actually funny is I don't know if anybody watched Weeb Lounge. I love Weeb Lounge. So when I was doing Princess Connect, most of my videos that I ended up watching for Princess Connect was Weeb Lounge, and he made a video last night, and I'm like, I know I'm probably overthinking this, but he's literally hitting every bullet point of my video, almost word for word. And so it was like one of those things where I'm not mad. I'm kind of flattered if he did actually, sort of use my content as a guideline. But he got into some more heavier stuff later on in it. But I thought it was kind of funny that, like, this guy that I've been following for a while, like, just ran off with a thing and was similar. But I loved his content, so maybe if Side Games picks it back up, I'll continue to watch his content. But I enjoyed his stuff, so. Patches. That was Patches? Or did I miss that? Patches, thanks for the 5. Thank you for all the content and the community, and Andrew and Chris. Here's to many more years to come. Thank you so much, Patches. Means a lot to me. Me and Patches have had many headbutts, especially during tiers. But we always respect each other's opinions, so Patches is golden in my opinion. And then Patches sent another 2. You guys inspire me to pursue my passions daily. How am I missing these things? They're not popping up on my screen anymore. You guys have broken the chat. There was too many members. I can't click on anything. And it's no longer notifying me when people super chat members. So, but no, I'm glad you got inspiration, because I mean, that's one of those things where I think a lot of people will be inspired to do something because of somebody else. And then typically whenever they do what they desire, it inspires somebody else. Inspiration breeds inspiration breeds inspiration. And wherever you get it from, good on you. But I'm glad we can help you pursue that, or at least brighten some people's days. I think that's the best feedback I ever get, is when somebody says that, I'm having it tough, and you guys doing your podcast or your videos brighten up my day. That's more than anything else I can get from this. When I hear that kind of feedback, that just brightens my day. Like I told people on the Mashiko Monday, Like, whenever Mashuko Monday ends and everybody's like, you know, thank you so much, you make my Monday great because Monday sucks or whatever, it's like, it chokes me up every time. Every Mashuko Monday ends with me getting choked up. It's great because it's a premiere. Nobody sees it because it's pre-recorded. But I'm over here on the chat saying goodbye everybody and getting all emotional. I'm like Rudius. Again, it just doesn't, it's hard for it to start coming out here though. Anyways, where was I at? The third anime I heard again was Heavenly Delusion. Oh, okay. So I didn't say it wrong. Anime call me, hello, what's going on? Only my 80k goal, 80 sekai farming are fun, and to be honest, deserve a news. Nick, I don't know if you Nick, I don't know if you listen to our podcast or all. I might be posting it in the next couple days on the YouTube channel. Don't listen to our review of Farming Life. Just don't. Just don't. You can listen to the Onimai and the 80k gold part. Just don't listen to the farming parts. I really like Onimai 80k gold last season. Almost enjoyed 1010 campfire cooking and Saito, but not as much as the other two. Hanime and Saito is great just for Laufenpon. Laufenpon 100%. Just nothing but Laufenpon. Carbon actually two versions of Blue Archive. One is censored and the other one isn't. How do you know which one you're doing? Is there like the Japanese version versus the global version? Nexon version versus the Yostar one or something? You'll have to let me know that, Carbon. I was not aware of that. Congrats on 10k sub. Thanks, Anime Kami. I watched the Fruit Evolution season 2. The comedy was okay. Unsure if it'll affect how light novel manga is. I dropped Konosuba back in the day and only watched the movie. I want to see if Mega Man spinoff would watch all of Konosuba first after the spinoff. I wasn't confused watching the Mega Man, but people were saying that you technically get an idea of why the village is so weird if you watch the movie. Which that was technically in my impressions. I was kind of joking about, not really understanding that, so there you go. Grisaya and visual novels, I am timing when to play them. Yeah, I have it like literally. It's like right. Pointing's backwards, Andrew. It's just backwards. There it is, right there. There's the Grisayas. The Kickstarter piece of crap delivery version of Sekai Project. God, I almost forgot Sekai Project's name. What a man! I wish I was making content back when that happened. My gosh, the clickbait that it could have came from my drama around Sekai Project. Because yeah, right. I hate this backwards. Like right up here is my Clannad visual novel. That garbage release from Sekai Project that was so cheaply made and slathered left and right with brown text saying that it's Sekai Project or Kickstarter funded and stuff. I was only doing podcasts at the time, but man, I could have done some spicy. No, I did do unboxings, so I technically did, but man, I could have done some clickbait videos, complain about Sekai Project. Oh, I have zero love for Sekai Project, or at least how they run things, anyways. Side tangent. But no, the Grisaya release was interesting though. It was very interesting. Thanks again, Astronord. Quick questions. I always wondered what the flashing light is on your figure box. This up here? This? That is a fan. This keeps me from boiling up. It's a reflection from the fan that's over here. So it reflects off there and hits. It doesn't look as bad with this lighting, but it's a thing. I thought about just... It'll still kind of be there. I could put something because there's a mirror on the back of it because this is technically a... Yeah, it's a football helmet case, and it's got a mirror in the back. It's the same as this one. This Mickey one has a mirror in the back, but you can barely even see it. I could put something to cover up the I can do this when it's backwards. I can do something to cover up the mirror in the back, and it might lower it, but you'll still kind of see it, like, over here. But it'll definitely cut it down. I might do that. Just put, like, maybe a black cardboard paper in the back. Or just bust it out. No, I don't want to do that because it's keeping it from being dusty. So, anyways, hope that enlightened you. No, there's no way we will get mad for unfiltered Mushoku Tensei light novel reviews. We love him so much. And again, take your time if you need. The project quality of those reviews are gold. Yeah, my biggest problem right now is size, because I've improved the quality. The thing I'm super bummed about. I am super bummed. So if you guys go there and watch the Mushoku Monday now, you'll see the quality's up. Like, it's 60 frames per second. It's much more sharper. It's actually 120,000 kilobits per second bit rate. And of course, it's compressed by YouTube. But it was so good looking. Some reason, at least on my side, when I watched the preview, it was super grainy. And I thought that I maybe messed up. So I went back and watched it after the premiere ended, and I refreshed it multiple times on multiple browsers. I went back and refreshed it after the premiere ended. It was sharp. And I'm like, why is the premiere quality so low? Like, I'm guessing they lower the bitrate or something for premieres, which super made me mad because I was looking forward to that. And I'm like, I'm telling everybody the quality's going to be better. And it literally looks all like grainy. And I'm like, damn, what's with the premieres? But no, I have one pre-recorded. I need to edit it. I hope I can make it in time. That's literally what I'm going to go do right after I get off the stream, is start to edit it. Because I literally only have like 2 more days before I have to get it uploaded and test it and check it out. Because last time I uploaded the entire 36 gigabytes of the last Mushoku Monday, for some reason the audio cut out in 2 sections. The audio is there in the project, but for some reason when it exported, it cut the audio. And so I have to check all this stuff before I do the premiere, because I don't want to have the premiere and suddenly... The worst I wanted to happen ever was the missing nya. I missed that, but it takes a lot of effort. I do want to give it as much attention as possible, but at the same time, I do want to make sure I keep on top of it. Like I said before, it's of everything I do, Mushoku Mondays is always my priority above everything else, because it's something I want to keep consistent and people enjoy it. And I, more than anybody else, find the most fulfillment out of it. So, oh, California Wolf popped in the chat. Everybody say thank you, California Wolf, for watching Onimai. Pachi, 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 pachi. Spoiler for the podcast. Pachi, 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 pachi. Anyways. But I like the fact that everybody assures me, take your time, do it the pace you want to do. I know that a lot of people, whenever they say things like, no, just do another one, just keep releasing daily. I know they're all joking, and I know that for the most part, everybody just wants it to be paced. It's frustrating for some people because they hate that I take too long to get to a confirmation, and they hate me speculating too much. But I know for them, like 99% of people, they love that. That's what people were there for. I'm doing the chapter by chapter experience. So, anyways, that's enough of Mushoku Monday. Shut up about Mushoku Angie. Stop. Who here knows about the anime Horizon? So right, I'm missing Horizon in the middle of nowhere anime. I would look it up, but I don't think. Oh, it's my. I'm able to click things again. I can click things again. My computer's not broken right now. I don't recognize it, so I'm guessing not. I don't recognize it. Thank you, guys. By the way, have you checked out up to volume 12 will be animated? If up to 12 will be animated, I think most people have pretty much speculated that's where they're going with it, so we'll see. I'm thankfully will be keeping ahead of the anime because I think they'll only do like up to 9 question mark. I think what most people are saying the first core will be. And then they'll probably have the second core like spring or something next year. So I'm way ahead of the anime. I don't think the anime is going to catch up with me. As slow as I am, I will keep. Now there's a lot of people saying that there's going to be some later stuff that's going to take me forever to get through because I'm going to be speculating so much and talking about things, but I'm assuming I'll be ahead of the anime forever. But we'll see. I need to get my volume 12 of Mushoku Tensei. I wish you great luck. It took me forever to get my full collection, and I'm so happy I'm done with it. Now I need Roxy. Roxy Gets Serious is still need to be done, but I'm happy I'm done with Mushoku Tensei. Like, it's been a pain in the butt to get that whole series. Well, second season of Tokyo Mew Mew New. Yes, it was today, and I didn't get a chance to watch it because Chris decided to just parachute into the room and say, let's record a podcast. He's like, what's up, dude? Let's do a podcast. And I'm like, okay, dude, chill. And then he yelled at me about Sylphie for a while. Yes, everybody that's been yelling at me about the last Mushoku Monday, Chris yelled at me the same way. Even though he liked the character, I wouldn't want you to hold back your opinions because you people are, yeah. I don't think most people are serious about it. Now, I have not looked at the comment section. I have heard that there's a battle happening in the comment section, but at least from people in the chat and people in, besides those that got deleted by Adrian, which thank you, Adrian, for saving me this week. Like Discord and everything, I think most people are just kind of understanding. Like I said, I think most people are upset about the fact that I stated something that was so matter of fact, and that's fine. That's fine. What's your experience watching Likushi Coil in English? The subtitle version or the dub? I haven't watched the dub, but the subtitle version, I love it. Was it my #1 anime last year? I think it was, right? I think it was. I don't remember. Anime Kami Taku Spirit, quick question. Late answer, but here you go. I've always wondered, that was like your question. Why is my chat bouncing back up? Flashing light, this is Chris, by the way. I've lost chat. I'm sorry. It's been one of those days. Let me guess, you don't like isekai farming? It just was boring. I don't hate it. It just was extremely repetitive and boring. And I'm extremely frustrated by the fact that it didn't trust its viewers with the fact that he was doing something, and the fact that it never stated that he was doing something until somebody suddenly had a bang belly going frustrates me. It's like, why is Japan so afraid of this being a thing? It's like it's a marketing thing. They can't say that it's happening because characters are being stained. That stuff irritates me. It's like, grow up, anime. Like I'm more than happy to criticize Japan when I need to, and that's one thing I would criticize. I hate how they're against the staining thing. I'm curious if that's going to be a subject matter in Oshinoko, but we'll see, because I don't want to look anything about it besides the brief synopsis I've seen. Let's see, where was I at? Thanks again, Astronerd. I think I said that again. Thanks again, Astronerd. There we go. I found my spot. Thank you. Yay. Don't jump around anymore, chat. Chat sucks. Logie, hello. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Is it Logie or Logi? I'm thinking like Logi, like in Atelier. Or it could be Logie. I don't know. I love if Sekirei reboot, if there's one that keeps its ecchi levels. That would be cool. I'd totally watch that. Do you believe we'll get some more old animes from 2010s to get a remake in the future? What else is there that I really want to do reboot of? I'd love Spice and Wolf to actually happen. I'm starting to doubt that Spice Wolf is even happening. Like I said, I kind of assumed that it was a very early announcement. That's why we haven't heard anything on it yet. Let me see. Let me see if I can bring this. I'm trying to think of anything else in the 2010s that I haven't gone back yet enough to actually get into the 2010s for my top favorite anime of each year. I need to get back on that, by the way. After the room tour, after the first impressions, after Mushoku Mondays, I will do more top 10s of each year. I really wish this would have a span. me see. 20. See if I can switch over. If it still has it up. There, it worked. Harengu remake would be great. I would totally take a Harengu remake. So we already got Fruits Basket. I don't want to Inuyasha. I would like a Read or Die remake. A Read or Die reboot would be great. I would totally go for that. I don't want a Hayabana. I kind of want a Hayabana remake because it's like in those old like Digipaint era, and so it looks kind of like butt, even in HD. But I don't want it. I don't want it touched. Maybe I think me and Chris were talking about this at some point. I would love a Cheeky Angel to be remade. I love Cheeky Angel. And it just doesn't, it didn't look good back then. I just don't like the style of it. Witch Hunter Robin coming back would be great. A reboot of Witch Hunter Robin would be fantastic. I think that was a pretty conclusive story, but it could be remade. Redo Gunslinger Girl to where it's not bad. That'd be great. Because the other seasons, beyond the first season of Gunslinger Girls, it didn't look good. Tengo Tenge would be nice if they had actually finished it, because this one, I think if I remember correctly, drops off like really bad. But the animation in Tengo Tenge was great, though. The fight scenes were just good. Chef kiss. A Chibi Vampire would be good to come back. Chibi Vampire. My gosh. I'm going to love doing top 10s of these years. Some of them are going to be difficult to get a full list, obviously, but... I don't... Nothing in 2006. I mean, I would like Oh My Goddess to come back, but Oh My Goddess is kind of one of those ones that I just wanted to leave it there. There. If you asked me of all the 2000 to 2010, what I'd want to get reboot and rebought back, Claymore. I have it up there on the wall. It needs a reboot. Just start over. You screwed it up. You anime original it. Start over from scratch. Thank you. Oh damn, that goes fast. I think 2008's fine. Oh my god, this thing is so sensitive. We're already getting Spice and Wolf apparently, and that's pretty much it. Yeah. So I'd probably say Claymore. To answer your question, maybe Claymore. I don't know, but again, that would have to be restarted because they flubbed the ending to finish it. So, oh great, I've lost my spot again. The boy Opie needs to stay. It always needs to stay. Silpy Gripe is quite interesting. I like the points he raised. The thoughts of the team Sylvie are riled up by it just cracks me up. I do like the passion. I love the love for characters. That just shows me that how much people love the characters. Even if maybe that bond is because it's later stuff that I'm not to yet, I still acknowledge it. So that's all that matters. Ezeric, thanks for the congrats on the 10K sub. Thank you for the congratulations. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing well. Let's see. I jumped in the manga. The one that one anime that premiered today about the guy who got sacrificed by his dad and reincarnated into another. It was his dad. Spoiler. Dang it. I didn't know that. I'm just joking. Was it Kamikaze or whatever it is? I think it's called. Good. There was a spot that was like oof, but good enough. I jumped in the manga. I just went to the source material. I said no. I'll just check out the source material. Everybody's saying that's the fan. Let's see. Mega Man spinoff. I do believe that you watched the if you didn't watch the movie, just go for the spinoff and see the movie, it will keep your theories going on. Just go for the spinoff and then see the movie. It will keep my theories going on. Are you saying just to keep agitating the hell out of the chat? Because I'm sure the comments are probably like, "Did you read this? Watch the movie because it explains why they're weird." I've seen a couple of those comments already, so it's fine. I'm probably gonna annoy the hell out of people if I don't go watch the movie and I keep talking about it. Hey, you have to buy the Gacha visual novels. Yeah, make sure you buy the uncensored patch if you want that, though, because it sucks that this right here, the boxed retail I hate this backwards crap. I should just flip it so that it doesn't bother me so much. This retail copy right here is censored, and I hate the fact that it's censored. It's like, why would they not put the uncensored version in there? I had to buy it twice. Again, I'm gonna get... Should I get into it? I don't think I have it. I should do that next live stream. I should just rant about Sekai Project for my next entire live stream. I don't think I have enough time for it now. Delay on Andrew is nuts. Like I said, I'm trying to read all the chat. It's not that I'm purposely trying to be delayed. I just want to respond to everybody. As like I said, this is me in comment sections. I just want to read every one of them. When we ever get to the when we ever do the when they cry visual novel, I would love to. Or did I ever get into the series? The anime series, yes. I watched all of it. I have all the Blu-rays above the frame here, and I watched Satsu and all that. I have not gotten into When Seagulls Cry. Umineko. I watched like the first episode and I was like, this is not the same thing, I don't think. I do want to read the visual novel though. I have never read the visual novel. 18 plus isekai anime, 24 episodes, Mushoku Tensei treatment. I say said anime would need to have some quality writing as the light novel. Yeah. Dimpa Soft, the same company as Sekai Project. I guess you at least got something from Frontwing. Still hasn't sent me the physical copies of their Kickstarter. Really? That new one? They have not sent you it yet? Oof. Yeah, my problem is like they botched the Clannad one. They sent me a destroyed version of it. It took them forever. They then immediately sold it on other services for cheaper. The release itself was so cheaply put together. It's like literally folded cardboard that doesn't even stay together. And then for the Gacha release wasn't that bad. It was just how delayed it was to get to me. And then I had to pay, I think if I remember correctly, I had to pay extra for the uncensored version, which I think ended up being available. I have to go back and check all my notes. Like, I don't want to say a bunch of stuff that would be angry about that when I've literally left it behind me. And I've forgotten most of it because I want to forget about it. It's just... Kickstarters in general, I just hate. Like, especially the Escaflowne thing with Funimation doing a Kickstarter for that. And they literally, before I even got my copy of Escaflowne, they put it on Right Stuff for cheaper than what I paid in to get it. Funimation. Like, what? The only Kickstarter I've ever done that I was fully happy with was Nozomi Entertainment. They're doing of Arya the Scarlet. Not Arya the Scarlet. Arya the Avenir and all those, that series, the Arya series. So that was a beautiful set. It wasn't too much. They lived up to all the expectations. They went above and beyond with everything. Quality was great, and they were quick. So, and now they are bought out and nearly non-existent. Look how that worked out. I watched Bookworm because he hit 10K. Good. Good job, Patches. Get on it. Imagine Elfin Lied, if ever got a reboot, the Twitter trigger. Oh my gosh. It would be censored to hell. It would be censored. Technically, the old version was censored, if I remember correctly, in some versions. I could be wrong. It's been a long time. So far, Japanese reboots have been far better than America's reboots, for sure. Ushio and Tora, great. Love it. I think it's a fantastic reboot. The Berserk reboot wasn't good. I can say the track record's great, but I will say there is bad reboots, and Berserk reboot was bad. CGI Berserk was not good. I'd rather have not have existed than do that studio. They butchered it. Yeah. Knock 'em out forever. Thanks for the 3, man. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for the support. Fizz bump. Fizz bump. Love it. Thank you so much for the support. I've officially lost my freaking location again. Galaxy Angel is great, really fun. I enjoy it. It's a fun little group. I only watched it here recently because I got sent every single version of it from Nosem Entertainment, but I enjoyed it. Gintoki, thanks for the 10, or congrats for the 10. I keep saying that. Congrats for the 10. Thank you, Gintoki. Yeah, I want that Spice and Wolf reboot really bad. Azure Lane, Arpeggio, Blue Steel. If they don't butcher Azure Lane, and I never gave Blue Steel enough credit to really try. I know Chris liked it, so I don't know too much about it to really give a opinion on it. Alien show, yeah, Two Cook Grices, yeah, Undead. I'm interested in it. I'm interested in it. I want anime couples to be legit. Go watch Tonikawa. Mirai Nikki reboot. I really do think that Mirai Nikki is sort of a thing of its time. I don't know that Mirai Nikki would be as popular now if it was rebooted. I honestly don't. I think that's an archetype and a connection that I think is just never going to happen again. I don't think people would be as welcoming to like the yandere type of Yunagasai now. I don't know. I could be wrong. People like a lot of weird stuff that I just completely go, yeah, that's not that interesting. Like Angel Next Door. Everybody love Angel Next Door. And I didn't find it that appealing. The stain thingy is Billy thingy, not a Japanese thing. I missed what that is. Idol culture stuff. Oh, that thing. No, it's not a Billy thing. But I'm specifically, well, you could be talking about a different thing than I am. Maybe I'm not describing well enough. There's an idol culture in Japan where the idol is pure, nobody touches it, and if anybody finds out the idol had a boyfriend or something, they're immediately canceled. Like nobody wants to buy their merch. Their career's over. That is a thing in Japan, and that sort of plays into the mentality of waifus and characters. A lot of these companies are afraid of having these. That's why you have so much will they won't they, because they want to drag it out as long as possible. One, because the writer maybe doesn't know how to write relationships. Me and Chris were talking about this today. Me and Chris were literally talking about this today on the podcast recording. This idea of not wanting to take that next step in a relationship from will they won't they to their couple. One, because they might not feel their chemistry and the comedy will work with them being together. Or, again, they want to keep that pure status. Maybe Billy has something to do with it, or maybe there's another thing. But this is like predate. This is like way back a long time ago. It's been around for a long time. And again, I've always seen it in idols, like initially. So yeah, like staying pure. Like idols don't use the restroom. That's the ongoing joke. They're so pure they don't even use the toilet. They just go in there to powder their nose. Welcome to NHK was probably my favorite. I have not fully watched NHK. I've watched like half of it and I got sidetracked and I haven't gone back to check it out. The reboot you want is Samurai X. That literally happening. We're talking about Rurouni Kenshin. There's some anime from 90s 2K that needs some remakes. Congrats on 10. Oh, I already read that one. I read up and then went back down. I'm sorry. Claymore needs a full adaptation. Yeah, they when they did that whole like village scene fight, they completely originaled it. And there's some really good stuff later on. And so it's like Claymore and Noragami are the two that I really would love to see continue on. There's like my two biggest one that I have currently that are not currently scheduled. Spice and Wolf is the top for the longest time. Midori Days. Yeah, I love Midori Days, Liam. is absolutely cute. It's sort of like risque at first, but it gets to like some really cute moments. I absolutely love that series. Midori no Hibi Days. Soul Eater, I kind of would, but I'm afraid of Soul Eater. I honestly, I have a thought process that if Soul Eater got a remake, it would probably be butchered. I just have an assumption it would. Saikana would be amazing with modern animation. The She-Her Ultimate Weapon, that one? Yeah, that would kind of, if it was done right, it would be torturous. If you're talking about She the Ultimate Weapon. Claymore manga is amazing, the anime. Yeah, I liked the anime so much that I went and bought the manga. And then I read the whole manga, and I'm like, wow, this is, yeah, much better. Now, the only negative I give the Claymore manga is there's so many characters. I had to have a guide. Like, I had to keep, because there's so many. There's so many Claymores. Like, what, I want to say 50, right? Over 50? Like, named. Like, they actually named them. There's a lot. There's a lot of characters in that series. And it's hard to keep track of them towards the later part. Yeah, to watch the Tengo Tenge intro. It's super good. Party time. Party time. Anyways, I'm butchering that one. What do you want a Pupa reboot? I wouldn't mind a Pupa reboot. I think me and Chris found when we talked about it, I think when we did our review, I think we had a couple people that were saying that the source material was actually good. It's just the Pupa kind of just, the anime kind of zoned in on the Syscon Brocon thing. And there's actually more to the story or something like that. US edition of Darkstalkers. We should get more cartoon versions of anime shows like that. I wouldn't mind it. Oh my god, a sequel would be welcome. Yeah, Beldani is my, for those who don't know, Beldani is my OG waifu. I actually have a wall scroll right here, which I'll show off when I do my room tour. Yeah, Bomba Head, that's what it was. And that first fight between, one of my favorite fight scenes of all time is that first fight scene between, names. Names. The guy that's always been with the girl and the one that was supposed to marry her. There was the first fight scene in the classroom. Nagi and where's the other guy? Was it Masataka? Yeah, Masataka. I thought Masataka was the coolest dude. But no, Masataka beating the fire out of him in the school, in the classroom, is the what? Like, he just keeps kicking him in the face. There's just keeps this blood flying around. Like, it was so good. Like, it was like the best thing because like he walks up to Masataka like, all right, you little shrimp, bring it on, and he just kicks the fire out of him. It was like such a good scene. I loved it. It's still one of my favorite fight scenes ever. Beats the living crap out of him. Don't listen to Andy, Chris. Listen to Chris. Slander in the chat. Bofori is S tier on my side of Otaku Spirit. You're only saying that because you're trying to appease them. Don't act like you like it that much. I heard you say some negative things about it. It's not S for you. I'm hyped for Mushoku Tensei Season 2, and the quality is good enough to keep immersion because I love the story. Mushoku. Yeah, I'm probably the most critical about that, and I probably shouldn't be that critical, but again, I found that keeping expectations low helps with everything. Can watch the Konosuba movie with the Discord? It could. Our watch-alongs on Discord have been a lot of fun. The recent new game stuff has been spicy. WTF censored box copy? Yes, that one. Yes, the Grisai is censored, which is dumb. It's like, I'm an adult. Let me buy what I want to buy. I think it's just their way of keeping out of legalities. If they can do that, then they can. If something happens, they can pull a patch, whereas they can't pull retail copies they sell. Yeah, I don't think there's a patch for Grisai. I'm sure that somebody's converted to a patch. It's just literally an uncensored version and a censored version. I don't think there is actually a patch. Inumineko visual novel is my favorite piece of media. One of these days. me wants a girl to become his sword. I want to be the sword of the cute cat girl. That's what I want to be. And I've lost my spot again. I will watch the season 2 of Tonikawa. I don't know how far I'm gonna get into it. I might just give it a couple episodes and see if it starts working out for me. I'm not watching it out of pure hate or anything. I just rewatched through the first season to see if something changed, and it's not terrible, but it doesn't click for me, unfortunately. Unpopular opinion, I actually like CGI Berserk. Malding, what? What? How dare you speak like that? It's not April 1st anymore. It's April 5th. Come on. It's what got you into the series. That's fine. That's fine. I won't criticize you too much. I just laughed a little bit. I watched Elfen Lied when I was like 10. I want to say that I was like 12. No, probably 16. I don't know. I was still. I don't think I was like 18, but I think I was younger. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I watched it when he was 10. Would love to, but I did watch a lot of really bad stuff when I was younger. I mean, not Lavina. Tenchi Muyo was spicy. I mean, Akira was pretty crazy back then too. I loved how like super dark and gritty an adult anime was, despite the fact that I was allowed to watch it because it was cartoons. Anime is like the ultimate incognito for watching inappropriate stuff as a kid, because parents just don't understand. You like the art of Azur Lane? I think there's a lot of really good ones in there. I unfortunately have never really got into it, but I did want to watch the anime, and I just never got it. I think I watched an episode of it, and it was fine, but I got sidetracked, never watched the rest of it. What are your thoughts on Sisters All You Need? I liked parts of it. I actually liked how adult it was with the relationships. I liked a lot of the side characters. I liked everything about that show, except for the games they played. Like, I liked how adult and fun it was, but I hated them adulting and playing board games. I know that board games is really popular for a lot of people when they get together these days. I hated it. Like, every time that show got into the board games and the little card games and stuff they played, I got super bored. But everything else I loved. I love the relationships, and everything between the characters was super good. And his oblivious nature to his sister is stupid. So, there you go. Cyberpunk anime had a good amount of gore and nudity, so it was possible that Elfen Lied can be done. Yeah, but see, that Cyberpunk is not the norm. Like, Cyberpunk is super not the norm. But again, maybe if it's Netflix that's doing it, maybe they can pull it straight on Netflix and not have to worry about censorship. It's like I've told people, Japan television censors too. It has to be like a very locked-in pay-per-view for it to be, and late night to be inappropriate and have adult themes in it. They get away with a lot of stuff for daytime, but there is a lot of adult stuff that just isn't allowed on Japan television either. Streaming service, going direct streaming service is the best way of getting around the censorship. And unfortunately, they don't do enough of that, because most anime is paid for and published by television networks, and they want the ad revenue. So most of it does get censored or locked down, unfortunately. Like Urusei Yatsura. That wasn't censored for the West. It's just, it was super watered down because things have changed even in Japan. Have you had to watch Galaxy Angel? It's good. It's not something I would tell people to go out of their way for. It's just a fun, goofy, sci-fi comedy. The characters are fun. Nagisa, Clannad reboot. I have said that before. Nagisa's right. I have said several times before, I would love to see a reboot of Clannad. I would love, because I for the longest time, whenever I suggested Clannad to people, one of the biggest response I always got is that they don't like it because they don't like the character designs. I grew to like the character designs, but I do acknowledge that their eyes are super big for a reason. They want that the window into the soul to be as big as possible, so these eyes are huge. And whenever the emotional beat hits and these eyes are huge, people get emotional. But I would like to see Clannad in Kyoto Animation's current style, which I absolutely love. I think the current style of Kyoto Animation is really good. I would love that in the new modern style, and I would love them to... They did a really good job with the first adaptation, considering the fact that they went through so many routes, but there is some that could be fleshed out even more. Maybe go for like 5 seasons. I would love it. I'd eat it. I'd take it. Yes, sign me up. I just watched the first episode and it was so cringe at the start, but I can see the potential for the comedy. Which one we talk about? Oh, Sister All You Need? Okay. Yeah, it's sort of cringy at first, but it was fun. I enjoyed it. Andrew Man have to go, but I'm going. Well, if you're still here, to halt, take care. Stay ahead of the anime for the Mushoku Tensei Monday. Enjoy your 10K celebration and kudos for all your work. Thank you so much, to halt. If you see this later. Kind of depressing. Don't see new episodes of Bofuri. The last 2 episodes is like what? It was like the 16th and then the last week of the month. It was something like the 15th and the 22nd or something like that. So next week, around next week, you'll see the next episode and then the next ones after that. So they had like a 2-week delay. It coming though. It will end this month, hopefully. Need a One Piece reboot without filler? Dude, I would do that. If they did a reboot of One Piece without filler, I would start watching it. From episode 1, I would lock myself in and watch the whole thing. Guaranteed. Do it, Japan. I'll start watching it. Because I'm totally who they're after, right? That one guy. Nisekoi, the classic example. Yeah, if they finish it. Once I realized they weren't going to make any more seasons, I kind of just didn't start watching it. I started watching the first episode. I think at the time I wasn't into it. And every time I think about going back and watching, I realize they're not going to finish it, so I don't watch it. How come you have a One Piece reboot when it's still on every week? Just do it side by side. Don't question. Just do it. Yandere characters are tricky, and sadly, it's not surprising Twitter tried to cancel the idea of Yandere. They cancel everything. It's okay. Nothing is uncancelable for the Twitter sphere. Honestly, Trinity 7 needs to continue. I was actually enjoying that, sort of. I hated the My First Baby arc, but I do like Trinity 7. It's definitely different. It's a very different take on that whole thing. The harem thing. It was a very refreshing harem at the time, I guess is the best way to put it. There was a romance movie I saw where Owen Wilson goes to France and meets many writers, and he finds himself on how to move from writing to movies to an author. I'm the last person to ask what that is. I don't know. Noragami definitely needs to continue for real. Dude, like the later stuff gets so good. Like literally the next arc of that Noragami would go into with the next season would be so freaking good. I want to see it animated so bad because it crushed me. It absolutely crushed me. Excalibur needs a spin-off. Excalibur. Going to California. Excalibur. Mad credits to that dub person. I don't really watch many dubs, but that guy pulled that annoying character off. Welcome to NXK. I started it, got sidetracked too, and watched a decent amount of 20,000 animes. I do want to get back to it. I think I own it. I think I have it. I think I bought it just to force myself to watch it. I never did. Thoughts on Undead Unlock? I like the art style. I'm not sure if I'm like locked into the premise of it, so we'll see. But the art style looks good. I do like the art style. I've never checked out the source material or anything. Koikaze is 2000 anime. Unsure if the manga did better and might trigger Twitter. Like I said, everything will. Everything does. I was actually very surprised that Koikimo didn't bother people. But I think because it was so obscure
and nobody was paying attention to it. It just kind of fell under the radar. And that happens with a lot of stuff, as long as it doesn't get too popular. Like, Onimai could have gotten so much more heat than it did. But guess what? It wasn't too popular in the West. So that's why I keep talking about doing this, and I never do. I keep talking about doing something, and I never do. Why I keep touching my mustache, if anybody's curious, is that because the light's coming from this direction, it makes me look like my mustache is crooked. I hate it. It bugs the fire out of me. What was I talking about? Oh, I was gonna make a video on what if I want anime to be more popular. I honestly don't want it to be more mainstream than it already is, because the more mainstream it becomes, the more likely people criticize it, and it gets the attention of people that shouldn't get attention to. For lack of a better term, Karens. You're Karens. People that don't want it to exist. And that's why I like the fact I sort of got into it a little bit when I was talking about Onimai and how your favorite anime is not that popular in that one video they did. I kind of like that it was, like, what? Was it 15 or maybe it was 20? It was, like, way down in Mal. Let me see what it was at. It's super low in Mal, but it was super popular in Japan, which doesn't surprise me too much. And I'm glad that it wasn't that popular because it didn't get the attention of the mainstream. Like, we didn't hear much outburst about it. It was like, initially, most of the outrage that I heard about Onimai was the person that was doing the translation was doing something stupid with it. 23rd. It's the 23rd most popular of the season. I'm happy. I want it to be more popular, but as long as I know that it's popular in Japan, it's #1 in Japan for winter, it's enough for me. I don't want it to be more popular, because then people just get dramatic about it, and they start kicking up a storm. How many 2000s anime would trigger Twitter? I might look at that in a little bit. Use images? Not sure what that is referred to. Thoughts on Deadline to that one. Congrats on 10K subs, Andrew. Shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Chris. Thanks, Mike. He was in here a minute ago. He probably already left. I got another. What was? I got a good tone. I don't know what it is. RJ Loki, thanks so much for becoming a member of the channel. Thank you so much for your support. That means so freaking much to me. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and thanks for joining for the stream. You guys have been incredible tonight. Again, like I said, it means so much to me. You guys are freaking amazing. Could not ask for more of a greater community. I've mentioned this to Chris several times before, and we've talked about it on the podcast. Again, it goes into what I was talking about earlier about not wanting to get bigger. Is I've seen so many communities over the years, and those that have been around Otaku Spirit, comments, the Discord, chat, I guess just positive natures kind of builds positive natures, and just you surround yourself with people that are like-minded in some cases, but not to say that I don't like negative feedback, that I don't want negative feedback, but you guys are freaking awesome. I could not have asked for a better group of people to be watching my content and supporting me. Anyways, number 15 is Rama 1/2. I don't want a reboot of Rama. After Urusei Yatsura, I do not want a reboot of that, if that's what you're talking about. Any anime season arcs you want remade, not necessarily a whole show, though. I'll know a Zero season 2. Bam. Despite everybody else, I liked I'll Know a Zero season 1. I did not like season 2, even though I bought the stupid thing because I wanted a set. But I'll Know a Zero, yeah. Have what's Jin get back and fix that, because I know he wasn't involved in it. So yeah, season two of Sister All You Need would be nice. It kind of just dropped off. To be fair, CGI and anime has gotten better. Studio Orange is one that does justice. Yeah, I like Polygon Pictures versions of it. I like Sans again. There's a lot of really good Japanese studios, like what was it called? blanking on name of show. Hold on, it'll come. Hopefully I'll remember it later. There's another studio that does a really good job. Maybe this will bring it up. Yes, I'm remembering. Nighthead? Oops, sorry. Did I mess up my mic? Okay, good. Nighthead 2041. Which studio is that? Shirogumi. Really good. Like, it looked really good. And the action scenes were fantastic. It doesn't get enough credits. They are getting better. I've always been do CGI or do 2D. I just don't like when it's merged. I'll watch both. I just don't want it merged. It's plain and simple for me. Rave Master needs a complete reboot. Polygon and Orange Studio does decent. Saw Polygon Anime and saw Orange. I want a harem and CGI and do it good enough. Technically, Nice Sidonia was sort of harem. I don't know. I guess we've never really technically had a CGI harem show, right? Am I not remembering one? Censorship and being watered down is annoying unless the author chose to do it. Yeah, I'm fine with it if it's author choice, obviously. The derpy look he does. Is that derpy for you? Shimmy Fell Night would be great to have a season 2. Again, right? It's right. I just hate this so much. I'm gonna keep doing it. There it is right there. That's Shimmy Fell Night. Was 1,000 times better than Asterix War, even though they were compared, and yet Asterix War got another season. Super good. Enough that I bought it. The Eyes and the Praying Mantis antenna. Okay, we got that one. Everything has that. That's nothing key related. Gundam Season 2 is on Sunday. I'm super hyped. I will be doing video on it. I covered it last season. I'll be covering it this season. It's already on my... It's like I'm making a docket for my possible daily impressions for each show. Gundam was already on there. Like it's there. It's there. No question, it's there. Cells at Work manga called Cells at Work Lady, which is the woman version of Cells at Work Black. There's like 15 versions of Cells at Work. That's no different. And they're doing a live action now too. And interested in Gundam Witch of Mercury Season 2 when I watch the rest of Season 1. Get caught up. It's coming up. They gave Cloud Rider June Maida a hard time on Twitter this December. He said that he was quitting anime. I haven't heard that. I heard that he did a visual novel recently. He got some negative feedback, so he left Twitter. He's technically never really been an anime. He's been mostly writer, and he's had some stuff that he's directly involved with anime-wise. It was Charlotte, I think. But his stuff is mostly visual novels. He's not necessarily an anime writer. But I think he was just quitting Twitter. I don't remember. That's as far as I've heard. I haven't heard anime. But then that's... Hayao Miyazaki said he was leaving a long time ago. He's not going anywhere. Which is good. If he needs time off, he doesn't deserve a lot of that hatred. He should just walk away from it. If you can't take... I'm not going to get into details on it, but there was recently an issue that kind of came up where I got a little hate from somebody. And I'm fine. Like, I tell a lot of people, like, even with the Discord, I tell people don't actively ban anybody. If something comes up, contact me and I will handle it, because I don't want other people to face somebody upset at them. I've been on the internet since 1996 or 7. I've dealt with a lot of really nasty stuff said to me on the internet. I'm used to it at this point. It literally just goes right over my head. If somebody's upset at me, I want to know and I want to give them an ear, but like just blanket like angry comments that literally have no meaning behind them, I shrug it off. I'm used to it. Like I'll get some like the nastiest comments and I'll just reply saying, sorry you're mad, dude. I hope that you have a better day. And then the reply is saying, dude, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be that nasty about it. It's easy to diffuse a situation if you just understand that some people are just like built up about something, or they're angry about something, and they just want to vent it at somebody. Where was I going with this? But yeah, I understand that some people can't deal with that. Like Jun Maida, he might not be able to deal with that kind of stuff. And that's especially difficult for somebody that has such a public appearance or presence because they're popular about this big project. But I've seen way too many people that get that popularity and then they see social media and they take it to heart, and it's hard for them to ignore it. I don't expect everybody to be able to shut that off like I do. So the best response that I can give for a lot of people like that is just don't look at it. Like if you can't take it, I hate to say that it exists. Just don't look at it. Turn it off. Like I said, as far as I knew, he got off Twitter. Good. Turn it off. Twitter is a cesspool. Walk away from it. You don't need to look at it. It's gonna do you no good. Twitter was a mistake, as Hayao Miyazaki has once misquoted saying, Twitter was a mistake. Look it up. It's fake, just like the original quote. Anyways, I went way too much in that one, and now I gotta find my position again. Imagine a woman who becomes an Anita S of anime, the gaming one, Con Woman, and now Logal. It'll happen eventually. I'm sure it's out there. I just don't know about it. I don't look into it too much. I had to see Trinity 7 movies. I seen one of them. I don't know if there's more than one. It was okay. I enjoyed it. It wasn't great, but it was good. I might have watched both of them. I just don't remember. I don't remember. It's been a long time. I just lost my spot again. I think it's whenever somebody comments right when I scroll. I think that's what messes it up. So guys, don't comment when I scroll. Thank you. That is all. I can't get into any dubs. I hear Greg, Itis, and Dip. The World Ends With You. The animation is an anime I recently finished, and it's good. The anime story is good, and the art style is unique. I played the game, and so I never messed with the anime. But the game was, like, super good. Like, the story was super good. I only noticed your mustache after you point. Dude, is it lacking that much presence that my mustache is like, oh, you have one? No, it's just I sneeze before every stream and recording, and and then just dirt gets on it. It's a big clog of nastiness. Or are you just noticing the crookedness of this? Okay, I get what you're saying. I just kind of fold that. There, you can't see it anymore until it goes back to normal. Certainly don't want politicians to pay attention. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Like, I don't want it to get bigger. The bigger it gets, the more attention. That's like gaming. Politicians didn't care about gaming until it got popular, and then suddenly ESRB happens, and everybody's freaking out about Mortal Kombat. Nobody cared about it when it was obscure. Most anime mainstreams of states I don't really like. Yeah, most of the shonens and stuff, I enjoy them. I just don't. They're not my favorites. They're never my favorites. Yeah, don't make anime ever the mainstream like gaming. Have you caught up with the anime manga? I read like 3 chapters past the anime because I was looking ahead as we were watching it, and then like I said, it went back to the onsen one, so I'm a little bit further than the anime. Not too far though. I'm still here, but you will see this in 5 minutes. Is that 5 minutes? Is somebody clocking it? How fast am I keeping up? You want a live action of Ranma? It's probably out there. Don't tell anybody I told you, but it's probably out there. Just Google search it. You might have to go to the dark web for that one, though. Agree anime feels like it's pretty subject to altering by Western values due to global popularity. And not, again, let me be perfectly clear. I don't think it's the United States that'll change anime. Anime is like mostly Japan, Southeast Asia. Hit America, got really popular, started kind of flooding into especially Mexico, like massive fandom down there. Going into Europe and everything. The thing that people need to keep in mind is the availability was the most in the West, like far West, like United States and stuff, like multiple, mainly because Crunchyroll and stuff. It was this idea of getting everything available. What people don't seem to understand is right now, the focus for a lot of these companies, especially like Disney, is all about Southeast Asia. Crunchyroll, it's all about global. They're trying to get to as many countries as possible, to get as many subs as possible, to get availability everywhere. So, and this is what I was mentioning earlier when I was talking about people subbing to this channel and expecting me to just bash Crunchyroll all the time. I'll bash Crunchyroll whenever I see them do something bad. Princess Connect, prime example. The biggest concern for censorship in anime right now, it's not United States. It's not Crunchyroll. It's a lot of these countries that they're trying to get into now. It's a lot of other countries that are far more stricter with their laws than Crunchyroll, United States, North America, Aniplex, USA / Sony. And that's, I think Onimai was kind of an example of that, where they're trying to make sure that it doesn't cause any problems going global. So they just made a global version. And I think that's going to be a commonality going forward. It's not so much going to be an idea of, you know, Crunchyroll censors it. It's going to be global censors it. And that's the unfortunate thing that's going to happen. And I can make a whole I can make a whole video out of that. That's a can of worms. Like I mentioned before, I think Manga Up was it Manga Up was the Square Enix one? Square Enix manga. That was a prime example. They wanted to make it available globally, and so they just put an auto filter to make sure they cover everything. And they never fixed it, did they? I don't think they did. Maybe they did. Maybe I haven't checked in a long time. Last time I checked it, they didn't fix it. They just said, literally, you can find it elsewhere. Don't worry. 2080s anime reboots is likely to be the focus till later this year. Century more of the 2000s anime get reboots, and 2010s anime which need to get one. I'm liking the reboot thing. Mainly because most of the ones I've seen are great. Ushio and Toro was fantastic. Dororo was fantastic. I've been liking these reboots. Tokyo Ghoul needs a remake and not... and no one can convince me it doesn't. After Root, yeah. Yes. Censor Anime is still really good. The most slightly and more missed... Yeah, I was fine with it. I technically watched both, but I was fine. Can we start a fund to get you a better PC so you can make longer Mushoku videos? I'm technically now working off a PC, which is helping. Further issues is going to be hard drive space, because now Mushoku Mondays went from like 10 gigabyte space to 36 gigabytes. So it's either I just delete them after I upload them, which I don't want to do, or I have to look at storage. But no. I actually thought about making, what do they call those? There's like a site that you can make that it's like it allows people to buy things that you need. But I don't need that right now. We're doing fine. I'm doing with what I have. I'm doing good with what I have. It's not a horny content and that makes Oni shy. Yeah, exactly. NX, you hit it on the head. And I think I mentioned that in my review. I don't remember. I don't mind the censorship. I don't like it because I don't like something that somebody makes to be altered. Because, so here's my thoughts process on Only My censorship. They make it, but mine makes it. Then they had this group that was essentially their lawyers, which basically said, don't make a global version and cover up this stuff. That's what they wanted. And so they distributed a global version. The studio distributed a global version based on what their regulatory team said. And because they chose to do it, I'm fine with it. I'm not mad. I watched the uncensored version to make sure there was no context or something in there I'm going to miss, but I don't think the censored version was bad. There was nothing cut there that I'm like, oh, that should be viewable. It's like, okay, more TNA. Like, it's not necessary to get the context of the show itself. I still loved it, even without that context. There was only one part that I didn't like the censored version. That was at the very end, the 12th episode. The moment that had that happened, and he went to his sister, and he's crouched down while he's freaking out, and his sister looks to Kaide and was like, "Oh, everything's fine." it was so misty you couldn't see Mihari's face, which looked like so distraught. And he had this like wiggly eye thing going on. It was like it was so hard to see his expression there. And so I kind of felt I seen it a little bit better with the uncensored version. That's about the only point which was like, that sucks that it was so censored, but the rest of it was fine. Again, it's like, it's not like I need to see that. But again, I make the argument for things like Rama 1/2, where I think a lot of the comedy is an ecchi, but that's going for that. Rama 1/2's going for that. Urusei Yatsura is going for that. Onimai wasn't really going for that. It's there, but it's not going for it. And yes, technically the manga was a lot cleaner, so it's not like they're altering what they're making it more. They're making it more risky than the manga itself, so they're not altering the original creator stuff by censoring it. Technically, the censored global version of Onimai is more true to the original manga. Shocker there, isn't it? That's a interesting point. I really should wrap up here soon. I did not think I'd be going this long just reading chat. You guys are amazing. It's been such good conversation. This is what I wanted, though. Just to sit here and chat with you guys and celebrate. This is what it is about. Yeah, he needs an ass. I need an ass. I do. I do need to get an ass. I got sent a link for like an 8 terabyte from Earthling. I'm like, yeah, I might just do that. But I'm afraid of just getting like a straight external backup because, now granted, I think hard drives are so much more stable than they used to be, that I'm not as fearful of not having a NAS setup or a RAID or something like that. Some sort of like error correction RAID service setup or something like that. But anyways. The uncensored version of Anime isn't that much uncensored, just a little less jiggle in some areas, a tad more mist. A lot of it was a mist, but there was a couple of extra shots. I love Saber Monette J series to get a remake. That's an interesting one. I don't remember much about Saber Marionette. I don't think I've watched all of it, but that would be an interesting one. Polygon Pictures, I saw 2 of the Godzilla movies and started the Snow Planet anime. I was very disappointed in the Snow, kind of the Snow Sea, but Godzilla movies are fun. The last movie was kind of bleh, but I did enjoy at least most of the Godzilla movies. Making my PC as soon as I upgrade my PC. I don't need a PC. I just need hard drives. I just need hard drives. But yeah, I guess I technically could set up a NAS. I've tried to set up an open NAS, and it was too loud and it was too much work. I'd rather just get like a small box, but you can't be picky with space, you know? What's your least favorite genre of anime? I think that most people could probably assume what that would be. If you go by my track record, it's probably... It's easy yaoi. Most yaoi I've watched has not been it's been so fujoshi bait. It's not funny. It's always about top bottom. It's forceful. It's in a lot of cases straight up the big R word, like just straight up forced happenings, and I hated it. I've watched a lot of really nasty yaoi shows, mainly because they're sent to me to review by Nosy Entertainment. Thank you so much, Nosy Entertainment, for sending that crap. So yeah, definitely yaoi. I don't watch much shoujo, but I do try a lot of shoujo. They've been working a lot more lately than they used to. Sports is the hardest one for me to continue, but I have watched a lot of sports shows. I've enjoyed a lot of sports shows, but they are, unfortunately, the ones that are the easiest for me to drop, depending on how well they handle the characters, because I'm always about characters with my sports shows. So I guess that's it. Yaoi number 1. Sports and probably shoujo. But yeah. Watching sister anime bothered me. Stickers bother me. Stickers bother me the most. I can do light beams. I can do fog. I don't like cut scenes. And I just hate stickers. Just finished Bookworm. It was mid. Patches, stop. Patches, you watch it at 5,000 speed. Stop, Patches. Dang it, my freaking screen popped again. There it is. We never got romance and fan service. Anime full CGI as well. I mean, there is fan service in Sidonia, so... And there's a little bit of romance in it, too. Also, there was a SMJ final series called Last Story brought up in 2016. No news in 7 years. Oh, you're talking about somebody else. I'm like, I totally lost that. Enjoy both Asper's Core and Shivering Vale Night, and I enjoyed Silvery Fan Out more. Yeah, same. I loved it. The ending was fantastic. I was on the internet since the 90s. We're old. Back in the dial-up days. The nasty Signal, AOL, Welcome to America Online. You Got Mail. Misfit Demon King Academy on Hades. It's coming back in July. So it's going to restart then. The same as... What was the other one that was going in July? I know that Kubo is starting back up on the 4th yesterday. Still no word on near the official website for company animation and innovation content part 1. Oh, you guys talking? So you guys talking to each other, and I'm missing what exactly you're talking about. Skipping forward. Just came back. Congratulate you and hope you do as you want. Thank you, Duhalt. I will keep doing what I want. I don't want to get to become a clickbaiter just to survive on YouTube. I'll just do what I want. If it works, it works. And mad support from everybody helps it out too. Andrew, I'm sure you're gonna answer this, but this in the past. But what's your first anime you watched, and what's the one that made you say I like anime, and where to keep watching more? I've watched like Astro Boy, Robotech, Makagogo, Speed Racer. I watched a lot of shows, didn't know they were anime. But when I actually knew what anime was, it had to either be Akira. I think it was Akira. I think Akira was the first one. It could have been Tenchi Muyo. At some point, I was reintroduced to my friend that I knew a long time ago. Like, we were childhood friends. Like, we basically lived next door to my grandparents. And so we knew each other through the fence. And then later on, when I was like in junior high or something like that, we met each other again, started hanging out. And then he just started throwing tons of anime at me. And that's when I knew what anime was. And it was like, again, it was like Tenchi Muyo, Akira, all that kind of stuff. And I want to say it was one of those two. Akira or Tenchi Muyo. I want to say it was Akira. But that's when I knew it was anime. And technically, that's when it kind of sold me. This stuff was adult. It was, like, violent. It was crazy good. I always remember this, even on a VHS, the sound of, like, the screaming in the streets as they had the riots and everything in Akira. It's like the riots are happening, the guy, like, screams and the windows shatter. Like, it was so freaking good. I'm like, this is a cartoon. It was super great. But that was probably, and then like Tenchi Muyo in Love, that was like the first time I think I cried in an anime, or at least the first time I watched a show, anything show, and cried, was the Tenchi Muyo in Love movie. And so somewhere in that mixture was like that trigger point of, I love this stuff. Now, unfortunately, back then I had no way of getting it. Like, even though I said I love this and I want to keep watching this stuff, I had no way of getting it. It wasn't until like later on when it was like Sailor Moon and Dragon Ball was on television. It was like, you didn't have access to any of this stuff. All I could get was what my friend found. And we would legit, he would go to LA with his parents, and he would just go to like some import shop and buy a bunch of anime. And then he would come back home, and I would come visit him, and we just sit there and watch the same shows over and over and over again. Because it wasn't like we just turn on Crunchyroll and stream whatever was available. We just had whatever VHSs he bought that one time he went down there, and we would just watch it over and over again. So that was why me and Chris joke out about it a lot, but that was why, like, there's some of this stuff that was just like so, like Tenchi Muyo, I can quote most of the entire first episode because I watched. It wasn't because I wanted to, it's because I had nothing else to do but watch the first episode over and over again. Well done, Tenchi. I always thought you were slow and mature, but I've seen you grow into great parts. Well done, Tenchi. I have a craving for pickles and ice cream. Yeah. Quote that whole first episode. And it was because it was like literally a VHS was like episode 1 and 2. He'd bring in a VHS and it's literally 2 episodes. And that's all you could watch. Anyways. I've lost my spot again. I really should wrap it up here soon. Yes, we did watch Ping Pong Club. We did watch Ping Pong Club. Me and my friend did watch Ping Pong Club. That is not Ping Pong the animation. Don't look it up unless you're ready for it. Ping Pong Club is like the most raunchy juvenile piece of crap show you could ever watch. And I'm glad I got Northley Clue to buy the VHSs of that because that makes me smile. Yeah, me and my friend literally, absolutely infuriating his mother from our laughing out loud too much. She'd literally come in there and say, you guys have to stop. We would be busting and laughing because like, there's like this one scene in Ping Pong Club where this old lady comes into the showers. Just like walks in there and there's all these boys in there. This old lady walks in and she is sagging so much. She gets stuck in the drain. And we just literally lost it. Literally lost it. She comes walking in and we shut off the screen. Because it's got this old lady stuck. And the kids are, I don't remember, the kids were laughing at her or something like that. It was just so bad. Like, it was so bad. Oh, it's so inappropriate. And yeah, one kid would, their special attacks, like for ping pong, was like, this guy had these really short shorts, so he was kind of half hanging out. It's a terribly... We were talking on the Discord about how you would... I can see Ping Pong Club never getting a readaptation. Like, it would not... Just wouldn't happen anymore. AOL was the disaster days. Yeah, I still remember when my father... we got broadband. And my father went to go deactivate AOL, and he was literally on the phone for like 3 hours. Probably more. Like it was at least 3 hours he was on the phone telling them to cancel. And he said at some point he finally said, I don't want more credits. I don't want more free time. Turn it off now. Goodbye. And he finally hung up. Like he's like, I do not want to have to call back. You are going to cancel it. I'm hanging up. I felt so bad for him. He said he like tackled up like 5 years of free AOL by the time he got off the phone with them. It's so bad back then. Ping Pong the animation is 2010 sports anime and has no raunchiness. Yeah, Ping Pong the animation is like, it's art. I haven't actually watched all the way through it, but it's beautiful. I heard the story is fantastic. Never watched it, but it's not Ping Pong Club. Ping Pong Club's different. Yes, pickles and ice cream is the apparently the prime example that you're pregnant. I didn't know that until I watched Tenchi Muyo. It's not until you crave pickles and ice cream that you are pregnant. It's all right, dude. Hold. I'm gonna get off here in a minute. I think that's most of the comments. I think I got everybody's chat. If I missed your chat, I'm sorry, but I have to call it a night. I can't believe I just spent 3 hours talking to you guys. But that's because you guys are amazing. I appreciate you guys dropping by here. Like I said before, thanks so much for the support and getting me to 10K subs. Thanks for everybody that got Princess Connect video onto the algorithm. If you're watching and you're from YouTube, thanks for getting it on the algorithm. But I appreciate you guys dropping by here and chatting with me. I hope you guys like the new setup. I didn't even get a chance to talk about it. Yes, I did promise a 10K sub. I would do a collection tour. I will do it. I just can't do like I originally said, which is I literally promised when I hit 10K, I will drop everything and record a room tour. I can't do that because literally my room right now is a disaster because I've been moving things around. As you can see, things have moved. So I will get onto it as soon as possible. I will put a limiter by the end of this month. I will have a room tour at least recorded and hopefully posted. So I will follow my promise. It's just first impressions, the thing going viral and hitting 10K at the time that I didn't really expect it while I was moving stuff broke it. So I will do it. Yes, and I will set the new one. If I get 100K, I will do I'll do a VOD of my dog. Like, not a VOD. What's the word? A vlog. I'll do a vlog of my dog. I don't know. Well, I'll have to think of something for 100K. But for now, I appreciate you guys helping me get to that 10K. It means a lot to me. You guys continue support. Thanks again to everybody that just freaking, like, membership to the channel. That was a huge surprise, and I greatly appreciate it. You guys are amazing. Where is it at? I've lost it already. But yeah. You guys are amazing. Your guys' support means so much to me. But I'm messing up things again. Stop it. You screen thing. Stop it. Andrew Kai and his Doge. It'll be the new vlog. Andrew and his Doge. Cosplay at 100K. If that's what people want, I'll do it. But what you guys can decide what it is. We'll see. No, I don't want you guys to decide what it is. That's not going to happen. That would be bad. A dog with his blog. It's probably already a title somewhere. What would be the pickles and ice cream in Mushoku Tensei setting? Nanahoshiyaki and I don't know. I'm lost at that point. Roxy cosplay. No. Mahiro? Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that. And nobody. The best I could probably, dude. I know people joking, but the best thing I could probably do would be if I were to go to a cosplay or a Halloween party that I knew was anime based. I think my easiest going now. It's not delayed. I just got caught up and I'm calling it a quits. My best cosplay that I could do right now and not at the least effort possible is old Rudius. Previous life Rudius would be the easiest one for me to do because literally I've seen comments that say when I was doing my impressions of the episode stop picking some up. When I was doing impressions on the show itself, somebody said it's literally Rudius doing impressions on the anime about Rudius. And I'm like, fair. Fair. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I guess. All race is fine. Just show all your. Hey, he's got it pretty good now. That was kind of mean. I'm not. Again, I don't get offended by things. I've been on the internet too long to be offended by things. Crap bounces off. I will say that I don't let things offend me. I will admit that things kind of wear me down. I'm not impervious. Things do wear me down. I just don't let it bother me. If that makes any sense. But anyways, like I said, thanks guys so much. Adrian just came back and I'm totally signing off. After my long conversation about becoming Rudius and how I'm not offended by it. Anybody that doesn't know, see you guys in the premieres next Mushoku Mondays. It's going to be absolutely insane. Probably my craziest Mushoku Monday yet. It's going to be super long, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I will have to check with Adrian to make sure that he's going to be available to protect me. I think we want all your Roxy stuff. I don't have any Roxy stuff, unfortunately. Just these two things right here, unfortunately. Yeah, the spoiler chat's gonna get crazy. The Mag Dog chapter, yes. But, thanks again, Enix. Take care. Thanks for the membership. But yes, again, thanks for all the memberships. I'll see you guys in the premiere next week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. For those that are avoiding it because they're sticking anime only, I forgive you. But I look forward to the continued first impressions this week. I will continue to be doing first impressions for all the shows this season. Unfortunately, it looks like U149 is going to be a little delayed because nobody licensed it, but thank you guys for everybody for dropping by. Thanks again for all the support, all the super chats, all the memberships, everybody that dropped by. You guys are amazing. And with that, you guys take care. Have a great rest of your night or day if you're starting your day.